The word today is Hagmaxer. That's Hagmaxer. Text the word Hagmaxer. No, I'm kidding. I read a whole item on Hagmaxers. Fessy, you ever heard the term Hagmaxer?
I never have, no.
Roxanne, have you ever heard the term Hagmaxer?
No, it's like when you're a hag to the max. You really haven't gotten ready at all. You're just like
hold
your
on
worst
to that.
self.
Hold on to that thought. Froggy, have you ever heard the term Hagmaxer?
No, sir, I have not.
Man, I did a lot of Hagmaxer research last night. All right, we'll get into that later on. Welcome, folks. MJ Morning Show here on Q105. And yep, here on a Thursday, the money rolls out again. What is it? 6:01 exactly. Here on the MJ broadcast, it's me, MJ. I got Roxanne over here. I got Fester. I got Froggy. Andrew, the producer, in the producer's booth. So welcome, everyone. Yep, the MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist continues this hour. Somebody will win $1,000 coming up shortly in this 6 a.m. to 7 a.m. hour. Then we give away another 1,000 in the 7 to 8. We give away another 1,000 in the 8 to 9. And we give away another 1,000 in the 9 to 10. All courtesy of the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. This is really unprecedented. For 2 weeks, we're giving away 40 grand, 20 grand last week. That was brought to you by Lucan's Wine and Spirits. You know, I highly recommend that if you're looking for wine and spirits and liquor, and instead of going to a national chain, or go to a local family-owned operation like Lucan's with spots all over the Tampa Bay area, and then with the Kemp Law Group, hey, it says it all. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So I'm going to try to get Stacy Kemp on. Actually, I got a very funny story. She texted me something about a listener that wrote an email, or I think it was an email, wrote an email complaining about me.
Oh, okay.
It's very funny. I told Stacy I wanted to get her on this week, and I think I might even said Thursday. So I'm going to try to I'll send her a text in a few minutes. Hey, can we have you on this morning? You got to hear this. It's funny. It's actually pretty funny. But a complaint has been lodged against me to the Kemp Law Group.
Well, I certainly enjoy the compliments that we get, but I have to say, I love the digs and the insults and the complaints.
Yeah. Nothing like a good complaint department issue here, huh?
Complaint department.
All right, so Roxanne, it is officially the full moon, or I think it's officially the full moon at what, like
9:53 a.m.
Thank you. Oh, look,
You're welcome.
Look at this. She knows exactly. She knows 9:53 a.m.
Yeah, and I want to give a shout out today. This morning, I was stopping and getting gas.
Yep.
Staring up the beautiful full moon. And then this man approached me at the gas station, and he was like,
"Did you grab your mace keychain?"
Yes, I'm good if I get into a situation. Yes, but it wasn't like that. He said,
"Got that little Glock 43 in there, or what?"
Yeah, I got pockets right here.
Yeah.
Yep, all good. But he came up and he was like, "I just want to tell you, I could see it from all the way over there. You have great energy." And I go, "I just want to tell you, that is a nice way to start the day."
Oh, what? This was this morning?
Wow.
All right, listen, I don't know if I want anyone approaching me at 5 a.m. at a gas station.
That's what I said. If I get into a situation, I'm okay.
That sounds like he's setting the table for a mugging or something.
Sounds like humanity if you just give it back to him that
Was
way.
it a single pump, an old, rusty, dilapidated gas station in the middle of the desert where tumbleweeds going by?
Yes, it was. Very desolate.
Hey, you give off good energy.
Yeah, can I have your phone number, please? Did the guy try to hit on? That's a hit.
You know, you give off good energy. Are you about a size 14? Could you help me with this couch? You know, I broke my arm and I'm having trouble. Can you help me get the couch inside my van?
Sure, you have lovely energy.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Oh, you like my energy? Sure, okay.
You want to get inside and I'll push it in. And I'm going to get this couch inside. And by any chance, are you a size 14?
I knew you guys would enjoy this.
No, she's a size, what, 2?
Yeah.
What size are you?
2, like a 4.
Well, too small.
You're I'm going to let you go.
I
Yeah,
can't
not
make a
enough
skin suit out of you.
We're going to make a nice belt.
What's your dog's name?
Yeah. I hope it's Precious. That's a
Precious.
What's your dog's name?
Precious. Yeah, Precious.
And you like to tuck it in, don't you?
Would you, me?
By any chance, do you have any night vision goggles?
Oh God, that scene's so scary.
It really is.
And what's the song that's playing? You know the song. You brought it up.
Dancing Horses.
Is that what? Yeah, Dancing Horses.
So good.
In the basement in James Gumm's house in the Silence of the
You
Lambs.
got good energy.
Did the guy at the gas station by any chance say, "It places the lotion in the basket"?
No, but I did tell him. I said I'm on my way
It
to.
places the lotion in the basket.
Lotion in the basket.
The song is
Put the freaking lotion in the basket!
the song is "Goodbye Horses,"
Oh, whatever.
not dancing.
Goodbye horses.
It's a good song. You
Okay.
I don't know if I
but
want anyone approaching a female at 5 o'clock to say you've got good energy.
Just blasting Goodbye Horses.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
I told him. I said, "Guess where I'm off to? The MJ Morning Show."
Yes, never heard of them.
I'll be in the parking lot.
But by any chance, is Fester a size 32? That Fester make a good suit.
No, I'm not.
That's women's.
No,
32 women's.
men's size 32. I haven't been that since elementary school.
Yeah, men's or women's 32. That's like a tent,
Is
right?
it?
It's got to be.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's got.
Pretty big.
Do they even make a women's 32?
Sure. I make women's 100.
That would be like my 1,000-pound life or something, or whatever that show was.
1,000-Pound Sisters.
Just getting started. We got $1,000 to give away in just a bit. We'll tell you when to call in. And you know the drill. You got to know the winner from yesterday at 9 a.m. What's the first name of who won the last contest at 9 a.m. yesterday? If you're the right caller this hour, you will win the next $1,000. There is also something I revealed on the show yesterday that I just wanted to kind of recap for the early crowd, and I'll get to that next. Also, Hagmaxer. Man, I know that you guys have looked it up, right?
I have not.
Oh,
I have
okay.
not.
All right. Well,
I'm too busy listening to Roxanne's demise
Yes.
at the gas station. It's awful.
Yeah, with your positive energy and a full moon at 9:53 this morning. Yeah. All right, 6:07 at the MJ Morning Show, just getting rolling on a Thursday morning. Going to be a great show today. Don't move.
Here we go. There's going to be a quick one because there is absolutely nothing but green on.
Froggy at the MJ Morning Show. MJ and the crew here Thursday morning. Yep, the money's on the way. $1,000 in cash will happen. Well, it's got to happen within the next 40 minutes, and it's got to happen with enough time for me to get all the calls answered and then take the winner live on the air before it turns into the 7 o'clock hour. So it could happen at any time, like right now. Let's go! Boom!
Whoa.
Yeah, a little early. See, you got to listen, folks.
Dude,
Did I just wake anyone up?
I'll tell you right, MJ,
Yeah,
yesterday
yeah.
you did it early.
Did I?
And the electrician in my neighborhood noticed.
Yes.
He drives by, rolls down the window, and he's like, "Hey, MJ popped off a little early in the 6." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Hey, that MJ guy popped off early."
Yep.
So
All right, let's go. Listen, you never know. You have to be the.
hold on.
Yeah,
you said let's go. So
Yeah.
now the phones are all lit up.
Yeah.
Are you doing it now?
I think that's what I was
Yeah.
indicating.
Okay,
Yeah,
I don't know, because
yeah, he
you're
is.
passive about it.
Did-
Usually you're like,
Did you perceive something different?
I thought it was like a rope-a-dope.
What do you mean, like a rope-a-dope?
Like you were like, oh. You know, like,
What the hell
like,
is
like,
that?
you're going to do it. Whoa, I'm not going to do
What
it.
the hell is?
I think when you shaved your head, you lost your comedic powers.
Listen, I don't think that's the case at all. I mean, I got away with calling him a dope.
So you don't think I should do it now?
I think you should.
Well, I am.
Okay,
I am doing it right now,
then we concur.
and I don't think I did it early yesterday. I think I did it.
Yeah, you did. It was a
You were
little
like, I'm
early.
going to do a swerve-a-word
Yeah.
curve.
Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
you did say that. A swervy derby.
Say like, oh, you can't just tune in at 6:45 thinking, MJ always does it at this time.
All right, so maybe I should wait a little bit.
Just
No, I think you started.
I think you wait.
See, that's the rope-a-dope. I
That-
saw it
okay,
coming,
okay.
guys.
I think you prompted. I mean, you
Yeah,
went there, didn't you?
I said let's do it.
Yeah.
Let's do it now, but I didn't say what caller yet.
But you said let's do it now.
Froggy, that wasn't meant to be funny. It was
We'll
actually
do it
facts.
live.
Yeah.
We'll do it live. All right, let's go. All right, so I'll go with caller number 69.
Yeah.
Caller 69 right now, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. You want to know why I picked 69? Because that's when I got my first real six string. I bought it at the 5 and dime.
What was it?
Played it till my fingers bled. Was the summer of 69. Caller 69. Did I get those lyrics correct? I think I might have been pretty damn close. All right, 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047. If you are the 69th caller and you know who won last in the 9 o'clock hour yesterday, you'll be the next $1,000 winner here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. And, of course, the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist this week is brought to you by the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So Andrew is screening away. The big revelation from yesterday's show, just a quick mention for the early crowd. I revealed that I'm doing something this weekend that I've never done. I've been clear on the air on multiple occasions that I've never done it. And I revealed that I would do it for the first time ever. And I took a bunch of phone calls. You know, it's amazing. The number of people that called up, regular listeners, who had a whole list of things that I've never done. I mean, the accuracy was incredible.
There's a lot of things that you are against doing or haven't done in the past.
And you'll say not in a million years.
Well, I'm doing it this weekend, folks, and that particular activity, something I said that I've never done thus far in my life, and I've gone out as far on a limb to say that I don't think I'll ever do it. And I'm doing it this weekend. And that revelation was that I'm flying Spirit Airlines.
Oh my God, what's the big
I mean,
deal?
the more I think about it,
For the first time ever, I'm flying Spirit
Okay.
over to Fort Lauderdale to see my parents for a day or so.
why don't you tell the pilot? Maybe he'll give you a tour of the cockpit or something. I mean, the more I thought about it, I'm like,
I've been in the Airbus A320 cockpit.
the more I thought about it, I was like, is this that big a deal? It's a major airline carrier that has what thousands of flights a day that
I'm sure they do, but
tens of thousands
dude,
of
I've been
people
very
use
clear.
daily?
I don't really like the business practices. I don't like, you get to the gate and you got a piece of luggage that you wanted to carry on, but then they say, oh, no, you got to check it. Then they hit you with a $100 fee at the gate.
Here's the thing about Spirit.
Yeah.
They tell you the truth the whole way. This is the size you can bring. This is what you can bring. This is what you can't. And if you try to get one over on them,
Why don't you go get a job at Spirit Airlines?
why don't you stop being such a curmudgeon? I don't like their business model. Screw you. Who are you? An aviation auditor over here?
It's just the whole
I don't like their business. Listen, if their planes crashed every other month, I'd be like, I don't like their business model. They need some tweaking. But if you're busting their chops over baggages.
I'm just saying that I'm not a huge Spirit fan. It just seems that Spirit just had a very high volume of, like, just badly behaving passengers. Anyway, listen, why are you dragging me down a rabbit hole? I'm just saying.
You're the one going on the flight.
I've never been on Spirit. I didn't think I would ever be on Spirit, and it turns out I'm flying Spirit over to Fort Lauderdale because they had the most convenient schedule, and even though it's a holiday weekend that I just booked 2 days ago, I still got $59 each way because I'm flying kind of some odd times in the middle of the weekend. So I got $59 from Tampa to Fort Lauderdale and then another $59 fare from Fort Lauderdale back to Tampa. And I'm not checking a bag. I've got a little carry-on. It conforms. It'll go in the seat right in front of me. I decided I'm going for the full-bore Spirit experience. I did not pay them $38 or $46 to choose my seat. I'm going to let the Spirit Wheel of Fortune get spun. And I'm going full Spirit, man.
Look, you better bring a snack and a drink because they're not coming by.
I'm hoping for some rowdy passenger, with some kind of low halter top, one boob hanging out, tattoos all over the. I'm hoping for the full Spirit experience.
You'll get it.
All right.
You're really profiling Spirit.
Yeah, wow, it's really.
What if they recognize me and they deny me boarding?
I don't want to blame them.
Hi. Andrew just said Spirit, the Walmart of airlines. I think it's more like the Dollar Tree of airlines.
They wish they were Walmart.
Yeah. Walmart is too upscale.
I don't get the Spirit hate.
Warren Buffett drives a 20-year-old car to work every day.
Well, listen.
That's impressive.
Listen, I think Warren Buffett is a multi-billionaire. And no, I still like a lot of what Warren Buffett doesn't have a $350 million mega yacht like Jeff Bezos or
he has a 15-year-old Cadillac. I just saw a story.
Or I think he's got an old Ford pickup truck as well.
He's a weird
from
dude.
the 80s or 90s. Anyway, where was I?
Talk about how much you hate Spirit.
So, listen. Part of the issue with Spirit, I remember one of the old CEOs of Spirit said, yeah, we nickel and dime our passengers. We make them jump through hoops. But where the hell else are they going to go? Seriously.
It's a business.
The CEO of Spirit, this is a couple of CEOs ago, once said something to that effect. Yeah, we don't make the experience the most pleasant for our passengers, but our prices are low, so where the hell else are they going to go? But if you do all seriously, he said that.
Yeah.
And that's part of the reason why I got a little Spirit issue. So I've always kind of carried around that memory in my head. I'm like, I don't want to.
Yeah, that's their business model.
Instead of a guy who appreciates honesty, listen, he's telling you, is it the best in the world? But no, we're going to get you there? Yes.
If you buy the low seat and then you got to check a bag, or if they say that you're a quarter inch too big at the gate, then they get you for $100. So you take the original ticket. Oh, you want to choose your seat. You could be sitting at the price of flying on Delta or one of the top U.S. airlines.
Listen, they tell you everything from day one. We blame the passengers.
All right, let me try to get a winner here for the $1,000. Hi, good morning. Who's this?
Oh, this is Buck.
This is Buck?
Yes.
Buck, where are you calling from, Buck?
I'm calling from St. Pete.
Buck in St. Pete. Buck, your caller 69.
Is that the right caller?
That is the right caller, Buck.
Oh my goodness! Well, wonderful. Thank you so much.
Well, Buck. Hold on, Buck. There's a little more to the story here.
Oh, I heard the whole story before you called me, or when I was waiting.
All right. So Buck. No, not the Spirit Airlines story, Buck. There's more.
Okay.
You realize that there's more you have to do to win the $1,000.
Okay.
Buck,
Yes, sir.
who won in the 9 o'clock hour yesterday?
It was Chuck.
That is, oh man, I thought that, I was thinking maybe he didn't know, but Buck, that's right. Yesterday's winner in the 9 o'clock hour was Chuck. So we go from Chuck to Buck.
We are definitely living in the Matrix.
All right.
Chuck, Bo Buck.
So, Chuck, do you listen every day?
Yes, I do.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Thank you.
So
Yeah, you guys are great.
from 9 a.m. yesterday, it was Chuck, and now here in the 6 a.m. hour, it's now Buck. So, Buck, congratulations, man. You got $1,000 in cash from the MJ Morning Show and the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So, Buck, congratulations, my friend.
Well, thank you so much.
All right.
It made my day.
Well, I hope so. $1,000. I don't think it's going to wreck your day. It might have wrecked your day if you called in and you didn't know that the 9 o'clock winner yesterday was Chuck. Hey, Buck, hold on.
Yes.
We're going to have Andrew pick up the line and get all your information to get you your grand, all right?
That sounds great.
Hold the phone, my friend. Look at that. Man, I tell you, it sounded like he just thought he had to be the 69th caller to win. Were you getting those vibes as well?
A little bit.
Yeah.
Once again, you judging ahead of time.
Yeah, look at that.
He rope-a-doped you.
Yeah.
Besides Chuck and Buck, are there any other Ux names? I can't think of it.
Yes, there's one that starts with an F.
That's
I'm
not a
kidding.
name.
It's not a name.
I'm
It's, I mean,
I'm kidding.
it's not a first
All
name.
right.
It's not a proper name. but
Ladies
it's
and
a name.
gentlemen, it is now 6:32. The 7 o'clock hour starts in 28 minutes. So we'll give away another $1,000 next hour thanks to the Kemp Law Group and the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist. Got a great pile of early morons in the news next here on the MJ Morning Show. If you're looking for luxury, if you're looking for it all... Here we go at 6:41. It is the MJ Morning Show. First, though, a little programming note. If you're just tuning in and you're saying, oh, it's 6:40-ish and MJ's going to do the morons in the news and MJ's going to give away the next $1,000 about now, well, I got some bad news for you. The contest has been canceled. No, I'm kidding. No, the contest is still going on. Nope, I gave away the $1,000 about, 15 minutes ago?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, about 15. We had the winner on the air about 10, 12 minutes ago. Gave away the first $1,000 at about 6:22, I think. See, you can't count on, MJ's a creature of habit. It happens at the same time or roughly. You can't bank on that. I'm going to throw you a little loop-de-curveball every once in a while. So we already had the winner moments ago, and hopefully you were listening and you have the name so you can win the $1,000 next hour. If not, then listen next hour and hear the name for the 8 o'clock shot. And then, of course, we have a 9 o'clock shot. We still have $3,000 more to give away this morning in the 7 o'clock hour next hour, the 8 and the 9 o'clock hours. Early, and, of course, the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist is brought to you by the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. Some early morons in the news. Yep, of course it's Florida. Florida man has been arrested. Why? He threatened school kids at the bus stop with a screwdriver. That's the way you want to go through life, is being a grown adult and threatening kids at a bus stop with a...
Phillips or Flathead?
You know what? That was my...
Yeah, good question.
You know, that's my question as well.
And there's a difference.
Yeah, Phillips or Flathead, and you know what brand? I mean, listen, I like the premium tool brands versus the knockoff generic stuff that you find at some
Not me.
dollar store.
I have all tools from either Harbor Freight or Dollar Store, and you've never heard of any of the brands before.
Right?
No.
I've heard of Harbor Freight.
Yeah, but you've never
That's
heard
the
the brands that
store.
they sell.
What, Lou's screwdrivers?
Eddie's.
The guy at Harbor Freight makes tools for you to lose. You lose your screwdriver from Harbor Freight, you're like, okay.
Whatever.
I lose my Craftsman that I spent all this money on.
Devastated.
Or what about like some of the premium like mechanics tools like Snap-on?
That truck is
Matco, those guys.
That truck is a racket, I believe.
Listen, they guarantee those tools. You bust them, they'll replace them.
Yeah, I think Harbor Freight guarantees them as far as you could throw them. I threw it over there.
There you go. Don't piss off the Matco and the Snap-on tool guys that might be listening to the show right now.
Well, hey, listen, you have a good business model, but I think it's kind of a scam.
Why? Why are you trying to piss off some of our
I
listeners?
think it's kind of disproportionately expensive tools.
But they're guaranteed. They're high quality, and they are guaranteed. If you have a problem, they replace them. That's
You break a screwdriver from Home Depot, guess what? They'll take it back. They're good.
But also you have the specialized tools for mechanics.
Yeah, they have a lot of very unique
yeah.
pieces. Yes.
All right. Anyway, I do like. I've got a couple of Snap-on items. So
What kind? Oh, Snap-on.
yeah, I've got a couple of Snap-on items.
I
Yeah.
thought you said strap-on. I was like, oh my god.
No, I don't have. I
Oh
don't
my
have.
God.
I do not have a strap-on. I've got.
Honey, it's guaranteed for life.
I do not have a strap-on. I've got a
I
Snap-on.
bought my Snap-on strap-on from some guy in a van. And he said it's guaranteed forever, honey. I paid a ton for it, but
Stop it.
it's guaranteed.
Stop. All right, so we got a Florida dude. Of course, he's Florida, threatening kids at a bus stop with a screwdriver. Froggy, I do not know if it was a Phillips or a Flathead, nor do I know the brand, but he's facing numerous charges for threatening the kids. Kurt Straczynski, 31 years old. I got to be honest. 31, a millennial, threatening kids with a screwdriver? That seems like on the young side. I would have thought at least, 50 plus with a bus stop kid screwdriver threatening job. What do you think?
Yeah, you would have think that was a get off my lawn kind of screwdriver move for an old
Yes.
person, not necessarily a millennial.
Yeah, this is weird. So Kurt is accused of threatening the Chillins with the screwdriver and yelling at them and screaming to lay down on the ground and show him respect.
Yeah.
What?
I'm looking at this guy's mugshot, and he's never received an ounce of respect in his whole life.
Yeah. So the children, there were two kids at the bus stop. This is over in Melbourne. So it's a Florida man, of course it is, and it's over in West Melbourne on the other side of the state. So the kids complied. They laid down on the ground because they were scared.
Yeah.
And then they were able to report what happened. The police arrived at the bus stop to interview the kids. And then this bonehead, Kurt Straczynski, he shows back up to the scene of the screwdriver job.
That happens.
He shows back up.
Did he bring the tools with him?
Maybe he had an A driver. It only fits the A hole.
And then officers, once the kid said, that's him, the cops like ordered him, stop.
What was he thinking of doing now?
And then he was ignoring the commands of the officers saying, stop. Then you know what they did next?
What?
Take a guess.
Tase him?
By the way, that's a new style taser where you feel the pain even before you launch the taser.
Oh, man, I was watching the Cops channel, and an episode came on called Cops Only Tasers, and every arrest involved a taser. It was great.
Taser.
Yeah, it was so great. The way they fall like a sack of bricks.
So are screwdrivers deadly weapons?
And they can definitely be.
They're handy tools.
I think it depends how you use the screwdriver.
It's perfectly made for a murder.
Yeah, you can put it in someone's neck.
So the guy shows back. What?
Those.
You're talking about
Put it in their neck?
stabbing someone in the neck with a
You
screwdriver.
can stab them anywhere, especially the neck.
Sounds like Roxanne's really thought this through.
Jeez Louise.
Oh. Yeah, do you have check her purse? See if she's got a screwdriver in there.
He keeps it right next to Doug.
Yeah, so the cops tell this guy freeze, stop, halt. He ignores them after coming back to the scene after he left. And the kids were able to get a hold of the police to say, hey, some nut job just threatened us with a screwdriver. So he comes back. They tell him to freeze. He doesn't. And they have to deploy the taser on him. But the same thing, Michelle and I have been watching some Cops episodes on Pluto TV. They've got like a couple of dozen seasons of Cops episodes on Pluto, on streaming. And again, Michelle loves it when they tase the person and they like freeze up. And they fall over like a tree. It's like, you know.
Timber.
Yeah, that's some funny stuff. Anyway, more on to the news, ladies and gentlemen. And, of course, we have the greatest density of morons right here in the state of Florida. 6:50 at the MJ Morning Show. The 7 o'clock hour is going to start next. I've got a very spooky item coming up. Now, I saw this in like 9 different places yesterday. So clearly this is some kind of PR job, and I'm sorry. I think this is a hyped up mess. I don't believe it. It has to do with heads. That's right. Has to do with heads, and I'll explain next. And we got another $1,000 in the 7 o'clock hour, which starts also in minutes here on the MJ Morning Show. Do not move. We got a tipping scandal, the latest, even more tipping scandals coming up on the MJ Morning Show, so heads up. I can't even go over the pile of stuff that we got to get to. This weekend, folks, veterans... Thursday morning. Yes, we are in the 7 o'clock hour. That means another $1,000 could be given away at any moment. Keep listening. We'll tell you what number caller to be if you know who won the $1,000 just a little while ago in the last hour, in the 6 o'clock hour. Then you will be the next $1,000 winner. $1,000 this hour in the 7. Another $1,000 next hour in the 8 o'clock hour. Another $1,000 in the 9 o'clock hour. So $3,000 more to give away. It's all part of the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist. 2 solid weeks. Last week we gave away $20,000 thanks to Lucan's Wine and Spirits. This week, another $20,000 thanks to the Kemp Law Group. All right, I got some real Frankenstein crap right here.
Ooh.
Hey, got it. With Fester's out of the room.
Yeah, okay,
Better
tell
hurry.
us. Tell
He's
us.
coming.
Hurry.
Something's going to happen.
Okay, what is it?
Something's going to happen around 8 o'clock. All right?
Okay, what?
It involves Fester. He's not in the room.
Does he know about it?
He has no idea.
Is it a good surprise or a bad surprise?
You have time.
Folks,
I'm looking out.
folks,
You have time.
I'm telling you right now.
Give us more than that.
It is now 7:04. Around 8 o'clock, something is going to happen that's going to affect Fester.
Okay.
All right? I'm being very secretive and cagey about this.
Mm-hmm.
He is not in the room. I have no idea where he is. Does anyone have any idea where he is?
He was in the kitchen.
He wasn't napping?
No.
Because he's been napping during commercial breaks. That's his latest thing.
I was talking to him in the kitchen.
All right, I got some real Frankenstein crap here.
What does that mean?
I saw this in like 4 or 5 places yesterday. I don't know where the story came from. I don't know where this got picked up from. But here's one of the headlines. World's first head transplant system has been revealed.
Oh, great.
And they have like this...
Entire head?
They have this image of two... You remember the movie Face Off?
With Nicolas Cage and John Travolta.
Yeah, Face Off. Remember the scene? Weren't they side by side where they were transferring the faces, right? So that's what this reminded me of. All right, let me read part of this. Stop reading if you're squeamish, but the world's first head transplant system has been unveiled with hopes to start operating within 8 years, where they could take your head and just put it on a whole other body.
Oh, let me think about whose body I would want.
Well, that's where I was headed.
Headed.
That's where I was headed. I was thinking about grabbing some calls on this.
I would want my head on an old body like, Al Pacino or something. Put it on his body.
Would you?
All right, first of all, do I think this technology will be possible at some point? Yeah, listen, they can reattach hands.
Okay.
They can reattach.
They reattached that one guy's junk.
Yeah, they can well, that was years ago. They reattached John Wayne Bobbitt's unit.
Yeah.
But that's been done in the past.
Yeah, that was the early stages of reattaching stuff.
But at this point, they're saying that they should be able to transplant a head.
Okay, so if you put my head on like Adele's body, would I be Adele or would I be a me? Or a combination of the two?
No, it's your brain. It's still,
I know, but remember,
your brain.
But we did a story yesterday. We did a story yesterday about how they're finding with transplants that if someone gets someone's liver, someone gets someone's heart, then they're taking on these personality aspects of the person who they received the organ from. So if I receive a whole body from Adele and then have my brain, I think I'm just like half and half. I'm Roxdell.
Roxdell. Let me ask you, the MJ Morning Show listener, this question. Got some time here. If you could have your head put on somebody else's body, who would it be?
What?
Male or female? Whose body do you want your head on? Now, I don't think a guy would want their head put on a female, but well, maybe there are some out there.
I'm sure.
Yeah, there's some maybe. Okay. Anyway, let's go to phones on
I
this.
just rub my boobs all day.
All right, 800-990-1047. Stop it, Froggy. 800-990-1047. So for the earlier crowd here, got a question for you with this kind of creepy story, which I don't think this is going to happen within 8 years. But for whatever, this story took off like a rocket yesterday. Neuroscience and biomedical engineering startup BrainBridge, that's the name of the company. They must have done some kind of big press release or they hired a PR company to get the story out there, because I saw this again like in 5 different places yesterday. The name of the company is called BrainBridge, and They had an 8-minute long video that got released as well. It's a computer-generated imagery, a CGI demo.
Cool.
And it shows the robotic system simultaneously removing the heads of the donor and the recipient body and then swapping them.
Oh, wait. You just said something important.
What?
The donor and the recipient body. So you're saying that who's alive in this situation?
They're both alive. You're swapping heads.
You're swapping?
How do you do that?
You're
How do you
swapping? I thought
behead someone.
I thought it'd be like if somebody died.
Yeah,
Let's say
yeah,
somebody
me
died
too.
of a head injury, but their body is fine.
Right, well-
and then you have Hank over here who can't walk.
I would imagine that is clearly an option as well. If you have somebody that died and the body's in good shape, that you can take your head and put it on that body. If you're looking for, let's say you've got I wonder if this is a whole new cottage industry. It's like you request the body type that you want, and if somebody happens to check out, and the body's in good shape, and they've got this whole 8-minute video where they have like these mechanical arms and all kinds of medical robotics to taking the one head off, and anyway, look at the phones. The phones give me the phone screener. All right,
Who's the most famous midget?
The guy from Game of Thrones.
Yeah, I want his
an
body.
elf.
Oh, Vern Troyer from Austin Powers. No, yeah, the guy from Peter
Dinklage.
Dinklage, he's a very famous dude. I've seen him walking around in the West Village in New York. That's where he lives.
Yeah, he tends to stick out.
Yeah, I've seen him. All right, let's go to phones on this quickly. So, listen, do I think this is imminent? Do I think that this company really is going to be transplanting heads in 8 years?
I don't see how they could behead someone and keep them alive.
Anyway,
what's happening?
My question is, on a hypothetical level, whose body would you like your head put on? Assuming that this technology is able to be done, who would you like to swap bodies with? All right, let me grab John.
This is the weirdest phone topic we've ever done.
It is. It's strange.
It's like Face Off the movie.
Listen, but you have no idea what's going to happen when you listen to the MJ Morning Show. All right, John in Newport Richie. John, assuming the technology is viable, that's the word I was just searching for. Assuming the technology is viable, whose body would you like your head put on, John?
Louis Anderson.
Yes. How did I know you'd say me?
John.
It'd be like a little pea sitting on a watermelon.
You're a funny guy there, John.
Thanks for the support.
Thank you, John.
Thanks for the joke setup, John. Appreciate it.
Appreciate it.
All right, Mia is in Bradenton. Mia, whose body would you want your head put on? Mia. Hello, Mia.
Oh, yeah. One of Taylor Swift's friends, because I want to be besties with Taylor Swift.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Wait, Mia. But you would want your head put on the body of one of Taylor Swift's friends, but if your head was put on their body, Taylor wouldn't recognize the friend because it would be your head, so that doesn't really work.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mia, how old are you?
I'm 11.
Oh, well, listen.
my gosh.
I thank you for the creativity, but did you run that by your mom or dad driving you to school right now?
Will you stop?
So,
Yeah.
Mia, you'd actually have to swap souls with the person.
Yeah.
Which is a whole totally different technology.
Yeah.
Esther, you're getting a little deep.
Well, if you're
11-year-old.
with me, I'm just telling her. I'm breaking the truth to her.
She watches Bluey,
You
dude.
just swap souls.
Mia, thanks for the call. Thanks for listening.
You're welcome.
All right, have a great Thursday. Todd is in Clearwater. Todd's going to say he wants to swap bodies with me, Todd.
Oh, no.
MJ. Hello.
No, I want you still on the radio. I don't want to be swapping with you.
All right, Todd. Whose body do you want your head on?
Bruce Lee.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. That's.
Todd, are you aware of the current condition of Mr. Lee's body?
Yeah, Bruce Lee's not in good shape right now.
But he has a killer 1-inch punch.
I bet they probably embalmed him, or maybe. I don't know. I don't know what happened.
No, I think that both parties have to be alive for this technology to work. It's,
Or recently died.
It's not like a reanimation kind of deal. But I see what you're looking. You're looking for a Bruce Lee type body.
Yeah, that'll work.
Right.
That's what I'm thinking. All right, thanks, Todd.
Isn't there a
Appreciate it.
baseball player that's dead and they put his body or his head on ice?
No. Yeah,
Ted
that was Ted Williams.
And they put it on a tuna can in the freezer?
No, allegedly, they cryogenically froze baseball all-star Ted Williams' head.
Put his head on my body.
Can you, Fester, look that up? Ask the Googles.
Why did I say it's on a tuna can? I remember that for
I have no idea. I've never
think
heard.
it was.
First of all, why would you have a tuna can in the fridge?
I think there was something like somebody saw it and for it to be. I don't know.
It's new Haagen-Dazs tuna chunk ice cream.
Ooh, yummy.
And in your grocer's freezer. All right. Hey, Fester, look up, where is Ted Williams' head right now? Look.
It's not with his body. He was decapitated by surgeons after his death.
Yeah, I realize that, but where is Ted Williams' frozen head? Look it up. All right, quickly. Steven, whose body would you like your head put on?
Anyone besides my own.
Oh.
All right, that's a long way to go, Steven.
Steven, so you're telling us you're not very happy with your body. Is that correct?
Well, if you talk about waking up every morning in a lot of pain, I'll take anyone else's body right now.
How old are you, Steven?
32. I was hit by a bus about 6 years ago.
Son of a... Oh, my God. You were hit by a bus?
Yes, I was walking across the street, and I got nailed.
What kind of bus? Where was this?
In Lakeland, Florida.
In Lakeland?
Yeah.
And what kind of bus? Was it a school bus or was it a transit bus? What kind of bus plowed into you? Was it a migrant farm worker bus? What kind of bus?
It was a city bus.
My God. And was it your fault or was it the bus driver's fault?
Bus driver's fault. I was walking across the street and she wasn't looking.
Oh my
God. And did you have a case against the city of Lakeland?
Oh, I did.
All right. Did you recover? Did you have a settlement for getting hit by a city bus where you claim it was the driver's fault?
I did.
All right. Was it a good settlement? Was it a good number?
I mean, it was good for me.
All right. Okay. Now, did you have a lawyer or did you have your cousin Jerry do it?
I had the Brooks Law Group.
All right. So hopefully you I was going to say, if you didn't have an attorney on this deal, I was going to hook you up with the Kemp Law Group, because accident or fall or hit by a bus, you call Kemp Law. All right. Listen, hey, Steven, I'm sorry about your pain. I hope you get better, okay?
Yeah.
Let me grab one more. John is in Largo. John, if you could take your head and put it on someone else's body, who it would be?
John Holmes.
All right, this segment ends. All right, this segment ends.
That's old school.
This going down.
This segment ends right now.
Well, I'm just very happy that there were no guys who called in and said, maybe they wanted a much larger head or maybe they just wanted a little head.
Did you not hear the last guy?
Do you know who John Holmes was?
No.
Look it up and then.
I wanted something larger, okay?
Oh,
yeah, we got it.
We got you. We got you, John. Thank you,
MJ,
John.
breaking news.
Yeah, hang on a minute. Roxanne, you have no idea who...
I don't know what that means.
You don't know who John Holmes was?
No.
It's a guy.
All right, yeah.
Look in the blue, the Ted Williams frozen head story. There was a tuna can attached to it.
All right, hold on. I don't want to get to it. I'll get to this when we get to
Okay.
Hold what?
I'm telling you.
What? All right, hold on. We'll get to that next. I don't want to get too late here. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next, and we have $1,000 to give away. Thanks to the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. I should have asked John how much money he got. I meant to ask him that. Hey, John, call us back. If you're listening, John and Bartow, call us back. 800-990-1047. And how much was your... What kind of money do you get from getting hit by a city bus in Lakeland? That's what I want to know.
That's a dream of mine to get hit by a bus.
Call us back, John and Bartow. 800-990-1047, just out of curiosity. All right, 7:16. We start an hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ next, and you could be the next $1,000 winner with the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist brought to you by the Kemp Law Group. Stand by, ladies and gentlemen. What is the most unhappy age to be alive? Interesting question. Most unhappy age to be alive. Also, no one is in the studio right now. It is literally the MJ Morning Show because it's just me. There's no Fester, there's no Froggy, there's no Roxanne. There is something, and I can say this again because Fester's not in here. Something is going to happen regarding Fester at 8 o'clock this morning. There's something. Okay, here comes Roxanne. All right, something is going to happen regarding Fester at 8 o'clock. Right around 8 o'clock, there is something that is affecting Fester today, and we'll explain coming up in just a matter of minutes because it'll unfold live on the air.
Ooh.
8 o'clock-ish. Keep listening. What is going to affect Fester? There's something special, a little bit of a...
Oh, well, that's good.
A little bit of a surprise.
Nice.
I don't want to give too much away. But,
wait a second. I have to say something. I don't know if this will give anything away.
No, don't give anything away.
I have a question for you.
Can you submit it in writing?
Yeah, I'm doing it right now. Okay, hold on.
Here comes Froggy.
What happened?
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, okay.
I mean, we're back. Okay. I mean, thank you all for meandering in the studio.
Thank you for dropping a song.
Just at your leisure.
I was trying to catch a bunny outside. I almost got it.
Hold on. There's a bunny?
Yeah, there's always bunnies here.
Yeah. Yeah, let's not say that. Yeah, let's not give that away.
Well, I just wrote it down.
Yeah, you did. So that's why.
Yeah, I did. You don't have to get all snippity snips.
I'm not getting all snippity snip. I'm not getting all. Anyway, you were what? You almost caught it. Oh, here comes Fester. What were you doing? I mean, thanks for the whole crew for joining me here for the long hour and 20 minutes of nonstop MJ, which just started. Hey, so tell me about the bunny.
There was a bunny outside when I was going to my user restroom behind the QYK van. And I saw a bunny like looking at me.
You mean medicate?
No, MJ.
Urinate.
He does two things.
No,
back there.
medicate.
Medicate and maybe urinate. Urinate, maybe
listen,
medicate.
I don't think we need to say that at 7:27 in the morning.
He said it pretty good the first time, and you pressed him on it.
Yeah, I said use the restroom behind the QYK van.
There's a grassy knoll behind the radio station here that we back the vans up to. That's a great place to go.
And I saw a bunny rabbit, and I was like, I'm going to try to walk up to it very slowly. And I got like a foot away, and I was going to grab it and bring it in the studio. I thought that would be funny. And it got away.
So
I thought it would be very funny to bring a wild rabbit into the studio.
I was going to bring it up here and just let it loose.
So,
hey, speaking of your activities,
my activities?
Yeah.
What, fishing?
Well, I saw that daily marijuana use outpaces daily drinking in the United States.
I believe it.
Yeah.
dude, as it should.
Daily and near daily marijuana use is now more common than similar levels of drinking in the United States, according to brand new data. This is an analysis over 4 decades. Alcohol is still more widely used, but in 2022, that was the first time this intensive level of marijuana use overtook the high-frequency drinking, according to the author of the study, Jonathan Calkins, who's a cannabis policy researcher at Carnegie Mellon University.
That's a pretty uppity title.
A good 40% of current marijuana users are using it daily or near daily, a pattern that is more associated with tobacco use than alcohol use. So more people are doing marijuana daily
Good for them.
than drinking daily.
You know, I've always felt that alcohol has ruined a lot more lives than marijuana ever has. So
I'd have to agree.
yeah.
Again, drink responsibly.
Yeah, okay, fine. All things in moderation, do things responsibly.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Alcohol has ruined more lives and families than marijuana has.
again,
No scientific data. behind
again, drink responsibly.
Yesterday, when I went to my daughter's well-being checkup, her 7-year-old checkup at her doctor's office, the pediatrician asks me and talks to her. So your mom's talking to you about, saying no to drugs and alcohol and stuff like that. And guess what she said to him?
Oh, wait a second.
Yeah.
Your daughter is 7?
Yeah.
And the doctor is...
Yeah, he said no vaping.
Hold on.
He's 7.
Wait a second. Your daughter is 7?
Yes.
And the pediatrician asks your daughter if she's drinking, vaping, or smoking?
That now is the time to start talking to them about those behaviors and how you can't do them and they're not good for you, etc.
My mom lets me smoke.
Guess what she told him?
Thanks, Doc.
Yeah, my mom's got a meth lab in the back.
You want a Pall Mall, Doc?
My mom says something about getting high on your own supply. Yeah.
Mommy always eats powdered donuts. The residue's always under her nose.
I don't know if you should be asking us.
Hey.
Our pediatrician never asked Chloe or Julian when they were 7 whether they were drinking, vaping, or smoking.
You have to start early telling them to have, be aware of that kind of stuff. I mean, you see it in adult behavior, so they need to know that's not for them.
Mommy, little Timmy brought a flask of Jameson to kindergarten. We got hammered.
I think my pediatrician actually vapes during the checkup.
Blows it right in your face.
She blows it down into her white
coat.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, wait, guess what she said?
What? Oh, your daughter?
Yeah. So he said, you're not allowed to do this stuff. She goes, yeah, I know, not until I'm 21. I'm like, no, you can't do any drugs at any age. Never. You can't vape. You can't do tobacco. None of that. But
just wait.
Yeah.
Are you ready for the latest tip scheming, scamming?
From the people who want the tips or from the tip givers?
No. Clearly, it's the
tip wanters.
Okay.
It's the tip askers.
Because I'm thinking
Yes.
about leaving like expired gift cards as tips from now on. I'm like, hey, listen,
Say it again.
here's a $10 gift card
Yeah.
to Starbucks,
Right.
but there's nothing on it.
That's nice of you.
That's gonna be my new tip.
Hold on, Andrew. What are you asking, Andrew? Andrew, hold on. Turn on your microphone. What did you just ask me in my ear?
You had posed a story about age.
Oh, I'm teasing it. I haven't gotten to it yet.
Okay.
That was just a teaser.
Okay, because people were calling in.
Yeah, no, that's coming up in just a bit. No, I've got a story about age. We'll get to that in a bit. First, though, the item about tipping.
Okay, I have to stop you right there. I have to stop you right there. Zip. I've sent you. Yeah, because we don't interrupt each other on here. We don't talk over around
Where's the
each other.
power down sound effect?
Yeah, power down, power down. A question. I've sent you two tipping stories in the last 2 days.
Yeah.
Is this the Canadian-based tipping story, or is this the other tipping story?
You know what the crazy part is? In like 3 seconds, you would have heard the answer to that question.
I want to know now. I want to just because I want to prepare.
I don't know. I know that I've seen this I've seen the.
You saw it last week. You saw it 2 weeks ago.
No, I saw this in like 4 different places. And there is this is devious, man. There, the little machines where you stick the credit card in. This one, I'm looking at a picture because somebody snapped a picture. There is a Veritone machine, and you've seen Veritone. They make like point of sale, little checkout. You put your credit card in.
Yeah.
You type in or you push the button for the tip amount. So Veritone is one of the companies that makes this. There is a restaurant, and this is a problem. So I guess you pay at the counter, and what they've done is they've covered up the no tip option with, like a label maker.
Yeah.
You make a little label, a sticky label. So you look at this Veritone tip machine, and it has the 15%, 18%, 20%, and then you can do a custom or no tip.
Which is on the bottom line, a separate line.
There's a no tip button. Do you know what they did? This restaurant, which happens to be in Vancouver, British Columbia, this is over on the West Coast, they used a little label maker machine, and they covered up the no tip. And they just have tip and then thank you. So tip, thank you. They covered up the no tip option on the machine. How skeevy, how dastardly. How devious. Talk about trickery. Talk about nefarious. Talk about abominable, odious.
I'd put it closer.
Despicable.
It's a low-level.
Shameful.
Low-level scam,
unscrupulous. This is underhanded.
Did you pull the
preposterous
thesaurus out?
What?
No, it's unprincipled. It's dishonest. Deceitful. Unethical.
The more you keep talking, the more I'm on the side of the people at the restaurant.
Oh, shut up. No, but that is horrific. Yeah. There's a no-tip option that they can push on the screen, and they covered it up with a thank you tip label maker sticker right over on the touch screen. They covered up the no-tip option.
Brilliant.
Oh, man. So that's getting this place called out. That's pretty devious. Hey, I saw that a skydiver locally dropped a cell phone from 12,000 feet, and he found it, and it works? What the hell?
Didn't we hear another story recently about a cell phone falling from some ridiculous height and it still worked?
Where was that one?
Yeah.
That was like, 3-4 months ago?
Yeah.
I do remember there was another cell phone story. This one is local, though. This is that Zephyr Hills skydive deal. This guy recovered his phone, and there was not a scratch on it. It fell out of his pocket. He was 12,000 feet above Zephyr Hills back in late March. So why is this story coming out now? Well, why is this all over local TV and media now?
Well, I'm going to sit on this story for a couple of months.
Yeah. Frank Carbolito is making the claim that his phone fell out of his pocket while he was skydiving at 12,000 feet.
MJ, we actually have Frank Carbolito in the studio here today.
What?
Were you talking to me?
Hey, Frank, how was the dive?
Hey, it was a pretty good dive.
So,
I lost my phone, though.
What happened to your phone, Mr.
I dropped it
Carbolito?
about 12,000 feet.
Yeah,
I got Cyril over there looking for it.
You don't say. How was it? Was it damaged?
How about you give me a little more preparation time instead of just throwing it to me like you're some sort of setup artist?
If you were naturally funny, that wouldn't be an issue.
The story is that this Frank Carbolito is some type of content creator, and he puts a lot of footage online.
Oh, we did it on purpose then.
On social media. He posts skydiving videos of his activities, and I guess he had it on video when the phone fell out of his pocket while he and another skydiver were doing a midair trick, apparently. And then he found the cell phone.
Let's do a phone swap.
On the ground. How do you find the cell phone? I mean,
when you lose an iPhone, you like for example, I thought I lost my phone. On my wife's phone, she can track where it is.
All right,
the Find My iPhone feature, the Find My Phone feature,
right.
and then it walked us right to where my phone was.
All right, so here's the deal. With this one, I've seen it all over local media. I printed this out from the Fox 13 website. It happened so quickly that if you just play the video normally, I wouldn't have seen it. That's why I had to pause it and then zoom into the phone. It's a millisecond. Carbolito documented how he found the phone using the Find My Device feature.
This is fake!
Again, guess what? That's one of the things that popped into my head was if he's a content creator, he shares all his skydiving stuff online. Did Fox 13 and Channel 8, who else had the story? I printed out a couple.
Everybody had it. Listen, it was a big story.
Yeah,
it was a big local quirky story.
Did this guy dupe the media with content?
Hey, I'm a content creator.
Hey, I'm going to come up with an idea.
Oh, nobody's really watching your videos, Frank. What could you do to jazz it up a little bit?
I'm going to act like I dropped my phone.
No, don't do that.
But, none of the local media is asking the questions. You know what? We're really the hard-hitting journalists that ask the tough questions. I want to hook Frank Carbolito up to a lie detector. Hey, Frank, you listening?
Yeah, anybody
know?
Carbolitos are always listening.
Anyone know Frank Carbolito?
I'm sure he's a nice guy.
Yeah, hey, Frankie, call us up. 800-990-1047. 800-990-1047.
Let's see if it works again. Text Fester his number, just like Ric Flair. 813-310-8444.
If anybody knows Carbolito's number. No, listen, as soon as the guy says, I create content for the internet, I was like, okay, now it's fake. Everything I see online, as soon as I hear that their profession is a content creator, it's staged.
All right, so he did use the Find My Device, as Fester said. So he was able to, follow the coordinates. He got to a wooded area and then recovered his phone.
What a coincidence.
He said, I've heard of this happening before, with people's phones and all kinds of phones where they dropped it. Normally, we're skydiving over, forests, over soft areas, so it's not uncommon. What, people drop phones all the time?
But don't they have parachute pants out there? Or the zippers?
You know what? You need a little parachute for your cell phone.
Yeah.
One of those atmospheric parachutes that at a certain altitude that it pops off. And then, your cell phone just slowly drifts to the ground with a little cell. New from OtterBox, it's the cell phone parachute.
I mean, he had to have had a nice case.
Yeah,
on
that's in the story. So he says the phone was a Samsung Galaxy S24 Ultra. That's the current model, I think. And it was in a deer lamb case. I have no idea what that is. Deer lamb. Maybe he's bucking for a sponsorship from Deer.
This whole thing reeks.
I am not trying to disparage Frank Carbolito.
Hey, watch what you say about me.
I'm not trying to I'm just saying that when I saw this story, I'm like, all right, he's a content creator, drops his phone. Man, what greater content than to create a story about, hey, I dropped my cell phone from 12,000 feet. I found it. And look, it works. It doesn't have a scratch on it.
And this video is brought to you by my friends at Deer Lamb.
Deer Lamb cell phone cases. Look, there's one on Amazon right now for $16.99. It's the Deer Lamb for the Galaxy S24 Ultra. So we're looking at the actual case right now.
All right, good for him.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I'm calling just a little bit of.
I'm calling a lot.
I'm just suggesting that I'm speculating this could just be content. And the MJ Morning Show, I think we're the only ones asking the question, was this just content or was this a real story?
Oh, no. I think Fester has his effort.
What?
I don't know.
Hold on a minute.
Hey, who you going to call there, tough guy?
Hold on.
Hold on.
Somebody just called Andrew with Frank Carbolito's phone number?
Isn't Frank Carbolito a comedian?
It sounds like it.
No, that's Frank Caliendo. Caliendo, yeah. That's,
no relation.
That's who that is.
Hold on, I'm dialing this guy up.
I bet you $100 this is a scam of lemon bean.
All right, hang on. Did somebody give us Frank's cell phone?
I mean, we've had some good luck getting cell phones lately.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Ric Flair.
Woo?
I also have an email, and I tried to text Ric Flair yesterday, and he didn't respond back. So I'm wondering if I burned that Ric Flair bridge.
I'm sure you did.
By getting him on the air where, listen, I thought he was great. You know, I thought Ric Flair explaining what happened up at the bar in Gainesville, he apologized.
Yeah, but he's not your friend now.
Thought he was contrite. I never said that I thought Ric Flair was my friend.
But texting him?
But I have an I texted Ric Flair because somebody sent me an email and they want to know something of Ric Flair.
Oh, so you just text
now
him and
you're
ask
not
him?
like his agent or his like handler that you need to reach out and follow up with this stuff. That you're there to no. Okay.
Fester, what happened when you just called the number?
Yeah, so it went straight to the automated voicemail. I don't know if it's his or not.
Oh, did it?
Don't waste our time, listeners.
I'm going to try to send him a text.
What is the most unhappy age to be alive? What do you think? Seriously. There is some new research out.
The age you are right before you die?
20 years of research.
Jeez.
And the study is of the so-called happiness curve. And what is the age range where you as a human being are most unhappy? Would you like to take a guess? Fester, you hit first. Go.
I would think the unhappiest time in a life is what you think is the happiest, 25 to 40.
Dude, why don't you just say from death to 80?
Okay,
I mean,
25 to 35. I mean, 25 to 30 to 35.
30 to 60.
I mean, how big of a range do you want? I mean,
20 to 80.
If a person lives 80 years, I gave a 15-year window.
Roxanne, what do you think?
Do you want 1 year?
What do you? No, it's not 1 year. It's just sort of a
range, which I gave you.
I'm going to say 13.
Why don't you give me something like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, 60s?
30s.
All right. So you think 30s is most unhappy age. Roxanne, what is your guess?
Puberty, 13.
No, that's not right. All right, Froggy, do you have a guess?
Wasn't fun.
I think it's 40s, 50s.
What
30s.
What is your answer?
20s.
What is your answer?
Teens.
All right, Froggy.
I say 50s.
Are you guys trying to get on my last nerve today?
I think 50s.
Both of you guys.
This is a really vague ask.
Both of you guys.
I'm trying to.
It's not a vague ask. The most unhappy age to be alive.
50s.
You know what? It's 50 because I'm feeling it right now.
Why is that, Fester?
Because of this right here. Because of you. What is it? What age is it?
Just tell us.
It's 40s. So according to years of research and the study of the happiness curve, the lowest happiness level happens in your 40s. I don't know why that would be. I look back at my 40s.
Oh, yours were good. Oh, boy.
Why are you saying that?
I don't know. I'm just saying. You had some good years there in your 40s, right?
Why? What makes you say that?
That's when you hit your growth spurt, number one.
Yeah, when you shot up like 3 inches, and your mother's been waiting for that summer for 44 years.
All right, so when I saw this, that research shows that you're most unhappy in your 40s. I thought back to my 40s, and I thought my 40s were fine. I didn't have any issue with you know what? I can't.
You were not as happy back then.
I can't quantify a period in my life where I can't say that a certain decade or a certain age range that it was just systematically unhappy.
I don't know.
That doesn't apply.
I knew you were in your 30s and 40s, and you were systematically unhappy a lot of the time.
That is not true.
Fetcher, back me up.
You ebb and flow. I've been happy and unhappy at various points during my life. I've been happier more than unhappy, which I think is what we all strive for. I think I've been far happier than unhappy. I'm just saying that here's the research that you're most unhappy in your 40s, and I've never experienced any blanket unhappiness. Again, it's an ebb and flow. Sometimes you're happy, sometimes you're not.
Anytime I've been unhappy in my life, I've just blacked out my periods of those life with alcohol.
There you go. See? We all handle things differently.
Everything's a little different. Wow.
What are you saying? All right, 7:47 at the MJ Morning Show. Let's give away $1,000 right now. It is time for the MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist. It is time right now for you to call up. Be the 55th caller. That's 55. Be the 55th caller right now at 800-990-1047. Tell me who won the $1,000 last hour, and you will be the latest winner this hour with the MJ Morning Show $40,000 money heist from the Kemp Law Group this week. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So caller 55 right now, 800-990-1047. Just know who won last hour, and you're the latest $1,000 winner. If you're listening now and you're saying, I don't know who won last hour, I guess I'm out of it. Well, maybe for this one, but you need to listen in a few minutes to hear the call that I take live and ask caller 55 who won last hour. And if they win, you need to know their name. And then you can call up next hour in the 8 o'clock hour, and that starts in 12 minutes. The 8 o'clock hour actually starts now in about 11 minutes. 12 minutes, whatever the hell it is. So good luck. I'll grab the call live in just a matter of moments here on the MJ Morning Show. There is more P. Diddy news we got to get to. There is another lawsuit. The latest woman to come forward with disturbing allegations against Sean Diddy Combs says that she even kept her unwashed clothing from the night that he allegedly assaulted her, that she kept it wrapped up in a plastic bag for over 2 decades.
That's smart.
Yeah, this is a model who kept her unwashed clothes that she wore. She claims that she was sexually assaulted by Diddy back in 2003. Crystal McKinney, a former model and TV star from Georgia, she claims that she was drugged and assaulted by Combs in 2003. And this is a brand new lawsuit that was just filed in the Southern District in New York. Yeah, this McKinney, she won MTV's inaugural model mission. Some beauty pageant show back in 1998 when she was 17, was an up-and-coming model, and she was invited to attend a men's fashion week event in New York in 2003. And that is when she, I guess, had some kind of contact with Diddy.
Can we just call him by his government name now?
Sean Combs?
Yeah, let's just call him Sean Combs. I feel like giving him all these names that he's given himself.
So Sean Combs said that he could help advance her modeling career and arrange for a meeting. So what? This
guy's like Harvey Weinstein, man. Same deal.
Yeah, same kind of promises, yeah.
Very
same
similar,
promises and people propping him up.
Very similar pattern here. So this individual, I guess, met Sean Combs.
Oh, God.
McKinney was taken to see the rapper at Cipriani downtown in Manhattan, where Combs and some designer were eating and drinking. Combs made a very public display of coming on to the plaintiff in a sexually suggestive manner.
Okay, so she has this whole lawsuit against Sean from 21 years ago?
Yeah, so over 2 decades ago is what she claims.
What is she trying to accomplish here?
She also claims that she was knocked out, that she was given some kind of drug, and then she awoke in a taxi. Wow. They met up later that night after the meeting at dinner on West 44th Street in Midtown, where she found Combs and the other men drinking and smoking weed. When offered the liquor and pot, she accepted.
Okay.
Apparently, Combs told her, "You've never had pot this good." Noticing her intoxicated state, she felt like she was floating. She alleges that he pulled her into a back room and forcibly kissed her, then forced her to perform an act.
Oh boy.
And then she passed out. And the next thing she remembered was she was in a taxi and she had realized that she was violated. It's a terrible story here. So Sean Diddy Combs and another allegation, another lawsuit, but wait, there's more.
Great.
There is a famous singer whose daughter is now attacking. So which famous singer's daughter is going after Diddy Combs for something that Diddy did to her mother, a famous singer? All right, hold on. I'll get to that in a second. First, though, let me find caller 55. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Who's this?
Hi, my name's Laura.
Laura, where are you calling from this lovely Thursday morning?
Are you kidding me? I'm calling from Lando Lakes, Florida.
Lando Lakes. And how are things this morning? Are you headed to work?
No, I'm disabled, and if I want $1,000, I'm using it for partial to get another electric wheelchair.
Oh, my, it's
lovely.
Listen, this maybe was meant to be. All right, so Laura, you're disabled, and if you win the $1,000, you're going to put it toward a new mobility device, a wheelchair?
Yes, and you're going to make me cry. If you're joking with me, I'll laugh. But if you're going to give me $1,000,
wow.
Is it a rascal?
Wow.
Wow. Laura, you're caller 55, so you are the right caller.
Oh, God.
Laura, wow.
I was joking around about the word to say because of Chuck and Buck.
All right, so Laura.
No.
Laura,
Thank God
Laura, just tell me who won last hour.
Buck.
Oh, thank God.
Okay.
Laura, you got it. You have $1,000.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Laura.
Wow, she's gonna make me cry.
I know.
Wow.
If you cry, I'll cry.
My brother just had a stroke, and he's coming to live with me in a couple days, and we are struggling, and I need that wheelchair too.
Wow.
Thank you.
Laura, you got it. You won. You got $1,000.
That's awesome.
I can't believe it. I have not gotten through one time, and I've called every single one of these, and even the other thing where you write the names and text and everything.
See, your determination paid off.
You guys know me from the ejection seat. I used to be the lady that let you on.
From
what?
From the what?
Ejection seat?
The ejection seat.
What was that?
Years ago, I used to let y'all on. You used to, at the Florida State Fair. I'm the lady that used to sit there in the horse carriage and let you on.
The ejection seat from the state fair. Of course I remember you, Laura. Like it was yesterday.
I doubt that. But
I absolutely recall the person that let me on the ejection seat 25 years ago at the state fair. Absolutely. Yes.
Well,
that's
so
nice
good
that
to catch up.
Laura.
I know you went on it.
Yes. I recall so vividly. I've asked friends before.
Now,
Hey, whatever happened to Laura from the state fair who let me on the ejection seat?
Fester, shut up.
I've been dying to know.
I have never been to the state fair, so it wasn't me.
Oh, she remembered you.
Oh, no.
So, wait a minute. Did you exceed the weight? And
she did.
Let me tell you about
then Laura let you on?
Laura, and if I recall correctly,
And you sent all those young kids up there.
yes, the young kids. Yes, I recall
Anyway,
all of it.
All right, let me just, Laura, congratulations.
Oh man, I was wondering what happened.
Oh,
Hey,
that's just
I'm just turning his mic off.
He never knows when to stop.
Laura, congratulations. You
whatever
won
happened to Ralph from the corn dog stand right next door? How's he doing?
Fester.
Do you keep up with him? I've been wondering.
What about Funnel Cake Freddy?
Yeah, Funnel Cake Freddy. I absolutely remember Funnel Cake Freddy because he said he was friends with Laura, and I had to try the injections. Yes.
What about Tilt-A-Whirl Tammy?
All of them. Oh man.
I'll keep you up all the time.
What about Himalayan Hank?
I have him on Facebook. I know how he's doing. He's doing really well.
What about the pirate ship perv?
What?
The pendulum pirate ship. All right,
the Phoenix.
So
he's surfing time.
Hey, Laura, congratulations! You got $1,000 for your new wheelchair.
Wow. Thank you.
What if you bought a wheelchair with an ejection seat?
Please stop it.
Get right out of it.
Laura, hold the phone. Andrew's going to get all your information.
Congratulations.
This just feels great that it's obviously a listener in need.
And an old friend, apparently.
And she's been trying and trying, yeah.
All right, Laura, congratulations.
Thank you, guys.
All right, hold on a minute. Andrew, don't hang up on this one. Line 2. So let me write that name down. That's our 7 o'clock winner, ladies and gentlemen. So the 8 o'clock hour is coming up in 3 minutes. And that means that we'll give away another $1,000 in the 8 o'clock hour. So keep listening. Be the right caller next hour. Know who just won, and you'll be the next winner coming up in a very short amount of time. All right, so Roxanne, can you explain here quickly? You showed me some creepatola picture this morning. You do the kookiest crap. You went for red light therapy yesterday,
Yeah.
or you got a job in the red light district. What was it?
Both. I mean, pretty much
It's
both.
like the song.
Yeah,
Roxanne.
exactly.
Roxanne!
And so I went to do my blood work yesterday because I'm going to do that. I did that blood work where you find out everything that you're allergic to and all the different stuff that your body reacts to the best, like which vitamins you need and are lacking. So I went to get that blood work done. And while I was there, they were a little bit running behind, and I was on a tight schedule because I had to get back and do middays. And they were like, "We feel so bad. Why don't you jump in this red therapy booth right here?"
So how'd you do middays where you're at the doctor's office?
It was in and out. I had to just zip out and come back in.
Like during a song? So you were able to go to the
during some
doctor and
songs.
back during like Sweet Dreams?
Yeah, a commercial stop set.
Gotcha. All right.
And so I, very quick, but I did have time for a quick little red light therapy session.
What the hell is red light? You showed me this picture.
Yeah, I just gave you a flash of it. I didn't let you look too long
It
because
looked
it's a little provocative.
It looked like you were immersed in like that horrific red King Charles portrait that came out.
It kind of does. Yeah.
Show the picture. Hold the picture up.
Okay, I'll hold it up.
Hold it up to MJTV.
As I'm pulling it up, I'll tell you what red light therapy allegedly does. Well, this is just telling me how to do it.
So the Cleveland Clinic says that red light therapy is an emerging treatment that shows promising treatment of wrinkles, redness, acne, scars, and other signs of aging.
Yeah. So we know what.
So it's not hocus pocus?
I mean, it could be hocus pocus, but it was relaxing.
Well, hang on. Fester's on the Cleveland Clinic website, and Fester's saying that many researchers say that more clinical trials are needed to confirm the effectiveness as a treatment. If you're interested in red light therapy, ask your healthcare provider if this is an option for you. But according to the Cleveland Clinic website, red light therapy, or RLT, is an emerging treatment that's showing promise in treating wrinkles, redness, acne scars, and other signs of aging.
Is that like that mask you see a lot of women wearing?
Yes, it is.
Can you hand me this?
Yes, I do not move the phone.
I'm not going to move the photo.
That means there's nudes one click away.
What is like one of your boobs in the
Whenever
red
somebody
light?
says, don't swipe the photos.
Don't swipe.
Hold on. Do you have wait a minute. Do you have pants on?
I have a towel on.
Oh, you're naked with a towel.
Well,
right.
you don't know. I could have underwear and a bra on under there.
All right, I'm holding this up to MJTV right now. If you want to see Roxanne just wrapped in a towel, undergoing red light, I'm telling you, this is the King Charles red portrait. That's what this looks like.
Your Highness,
Give me
your
my
red,
title.
your red therapy painting is ready, sir.
I'm holding this up.
Okay.
I'm holding this up to MJTV right now. So if you're watching live, you can see it. If you're not watching live, you can go back because we're on demand as well. Our show is live on MJTV every day from 6 to 10 a.m. You go to mjmorningshow.com. Upper nav bar, you'll see MJTV. Click on that. When we're live 6 to 10 Eastern, you click on the little graphic to watch us live. Otherwise, you scroll down, you can watch previous shows. So later on, you can go back and watch today's show. And remember, right around 8 o'clock, we'll, you just scroll the video and then find Roxanne. Andrew, can you go let our guest in, please?
We have a guest?
Yes, we do. Andrew, can you, Andrew?
Andrew.
Oh, hang on a minute. Andrew's still on the phone with the winner.
And
how long does that take?
I'm sure.
Can you go to we have a guest in the lobby. Can you let them in real quick? Yeah, just run on down quickly.
And also, I just want to say, if you'd like to see the red light photo, you can go to @RoxanneWilder on IG.
All right, so you have it on there as well.
Yes.
That'll
On the
reel him
stories.
in.
There you go.
So you can check. I'm telling you, we need to put Roxanne's red light therapy photo next to that awful portrait that was unveiled like a week ago of King Charles, where it looks like his head is floating in a vat of Prego spaghetti sauce.
It looks like a scene out of Dexter, where the guy's just floating in a big vat of blood.
Terrible. Oh, I forgot the other part of the P. Diddy story. So guess which, and I got all distracted. I didn't expect to have such a heartwarming winner for the $1,000 in just, a short time ago. All right, so there's one other item here regarding P. Diddy today, and it is a famous singer's daughter is calling Diddy out. Blank's daughter calls out Diddy for disrespecting and screaming at her mom.
Okay.
Blank's daughter, Indira, is relishing in Diddy's downfall. And it's all over a long-standing and previously unknown beef, according to TMZ, that she has with him for allegedly disrespecting her legendary mother. Indira herself, an up-and-coming singer, blasted Diddy in the comments section of his apology video, which he posted after the 2016 footage of the hotel attack on his girlfriend at the time. I keep forgetting her name. I'm sorry.
Cassie Ventura.
Cassie Ventura, where Diddy drags her by the hair, like down the hotel hallway, kicks her, hits her. I mean, it's a terrible video. So Indira is not buying the mea culpa by Sean Combs. She's very angry because Sean Diddy Combs apparently had a big dust up with Indira's mother. Do you know who Indira's mother is?
No, but he certainly did not endear himself to her.
Let me tell you who Indira's mother is, who she's still very upset at Combs for getting into an argument, disrespecting, screaming at. Her mom is...
Dun, dun, dun. Who?
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
That's who mom is.
How do you not let it drop?
What?
The Chaka Khan. I was just about to get kicking.
All right, Andrew, bring up.
Come on, man.
Yeah, play
Let's
the
get
whole
this thing
If
going.
you're gonna play Shaka Khan.
Yeah, all I pulled was
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
So you want to hear the dun, dun, dun,
Yes.
with
I
the-
mean, it's a good part, but whatever. What do I know?
Andrew, can you do me a favor? Can you put Chaka Khan, I feel for you? Could you put that on my button bar quickly? Froggy wants to hear where the beat drops after the Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan, Chaka Khan.
Is there somebody
Is,
here?
is Shaka
Yes.
Khan still alive?
Yes, I have a guest that I'm about to bring in the studio.
No, she's deceased.
No, Chaka Khan is alive. Chaka Khan is not dead. Chaka Khan is 71 years old. She was born in 1953. She's still around.
Okay.
So do you know what P. Diddy had to say about all of these charges by the daughter?
Yes.
He said, I'm shocked at this information.
I'm Chaka Khan at this
Chaka
information.
Chaka Khan.
All right, here's your beat drop.
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Shaka Khan, let me rock it, Shaka Khan.
Yeah.
Let me rock it, that's all I wanna do, Shaka Khan.
How could you get into a fight with Chaka Khan?
Listen.
So Indira wrote in the comments section, I'm glad this is happening to you. You got in my mother's face and publicly disrespected her.
Whoa.
Yelling and screaming like a lunatic when my little brother tried to get you out of my mother's face. Your security jumped my 19-year-old brother.
Whoa.
What the hell beef would Sean Diddy Combs have with...
Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan. Chaka Khan.
Well, listen to what Indira Khan has to say.
I mean, what the heck happened? I have no idea what the heck could have happened here.
Sounds like this guy's gotten let away with a lot of stuff over the years.
They yelled and had a screaming match, and somebody came after Diddy, and his security stepped up.
Apparently,
I'm shocked at this information.
I'm Shaka Khan at this information.
Yeah.
You know, all right. So now everything that Diddy ever did that somebody has a beef about's coming out.
Fester.
This seems pretty.
What are you on Diddy's side?
No, but this seems pretty low level compared to the last couple of allegations.
Fester, the Diddy defender.
Your case will be heard in the Diddy court.
Yeah, all right. Hey, is our guest outside?
The Diddy defender.
All right. Why don't you send our guests in? Ladies and gentlemen, I said numerous times when Fester was out of the room this morning that something special was going to happen on today's show.
Is it for me?
No.
Probably.
It's Fester related. Ladies and gentlemen, it is 8:07 on the MJ Morning Show here on Thursday, May 23rd. Ladies and gentlemen, today is Fester's 50th birthday. And to present you with a special birthday cake, I present the Cake Girl. The Cake Girl is in the house.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, and wait a minute. And what do we have?
Did you order this cake?
I did. I ordered the cake.
Oh, that's fantastic.
This is the perfect cake.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes.
Fester, what are you? Fester, describe
All right.
describe the cake the Cake Girl just brought.
This is a real life manatee.
Oh my gosh, it's the most realistic baby
This is
manatee
the
ever.
realest. This is the realest manatee I've ever seen.
I said, what kind of cake do I order for Fester? I got to get him a manatee.
Oh my god!
I
And
knew
then
it.
there's headphones on the manatee. The manatee's wearing headphones, red
Gosh,
headphones
it's
like
so
mine.
great.
Oh man, it has a little ribbon on the front. Happy birthday, Fester!
And I said, hey, how about we put headphones on the manatee?
Can
Now,
I lift it up?
drop it.
I haven't seen it yet. I got to see this.
Hold on, I gotta lift
Oh
it
my
up.
God.
Hey, Kirby, can we wheel it around?
Kirby's gonna lift it. Kirby's gonna lift it.
Can you come around over here? We can get. Oh my God! This is unbelievable.
That's incredible.
This cake is unbelievable. The Cake Girl has done it again.
Wow. Fester looks just
Oh
like
my
you.
God!
That's adorable.
It's amazing.
All right, Kirby, come on over here. This is unbelievable. Right here.
adorable.
Look at the screen. Folks, you've got to see this manatee cake. This is unbelievable. It's got whiskers. It's on sand. Or actually, probably breadcrumbs. Cake Girl, this is unbelievable.
Thank you.
Oh my
cow.
God,
He's really cute.
I can drop this off at the Florida Aquarium.
Yeah, basically.
They'll think it's real.
They'll put him right in the tank.
Oh my God! Hold on. This cake is
It looks like a real baby, like it was just born.
Yeah, basically.
right,
Like fresh out of the water.
The Cake Girl, you've outdone yourself.
Thank you. Thank you. Happy birthday.
Hold this up. This is unbelievable.
look at his
Right now, it's on
face.
MJTV. It is a manatee for Fester's birthday.
Yes.
The whiskers are everything. I mean, the
man.
eyes. It has the realest looking face I've ever seen.
Has a smirk too.
Yes.
Hey.
This has blown me away. Oh my God!
Thank you very
Of
much.
course.
Thank you so
Look at
much.
those little eyes.
And then look at the skin. Look at the manatee skin. It looks.
The
Details
wrinkles.
matter.
I was gonna say put some prop scars on the back, but we didn't do that.
No, he's too cute.
Oh
for
my
that.
God, this is the most adorable. Listen, you've outdone yourself.
Thank
I mean,
you.
your cake work is brilliant. It's genius. I mean, who can make a cake like this?
That's perfect.
I'm telling you, if I walk to the Florida Aquarium, they think that it jumped out of the tank.
I almost don't want to cut it. So cute.
He's too cute. Right?
Oh my!
Yeah.
What do we do? All right, now
We gotta eat it, right?
What kind of cake is in it? What is inside?
If you say red velvet,
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
that's realistic.
I'm gonna laugh my ass
That's
off.
realistic.
No, we can't do that. Poor thing. Can you imagine cutting it and then
He
it's
starts
red?
bleeding.
That's like almost killing the
Yeah.
thing. No.
Yeah.
We can't do that. No, that would be like, I don't know, like a murder scene. I can't.
Right?
Too much for me. No.
Oh, all right. I'm going to snap some pictures. So we did just hold the surprise manatee because I was trying to think for Fester. What do we what do we use to represent Fester? And it just came up a manatee. A Fester manatee.
That's all him right there. That was his idea.
That manatee looks more realistic than any real manatee I've ever seen.
If you would have brought in a real manatee, I'd have been like, "No, that's not real."
We could go to the Tico plant.
Yes.
Over, in Apollo Beach. That's Apollo Beach, right? We could drop this in the water of the Tico plant, and people would be like, "Oh my God, look at the cute manatee with headphones on."
I want to feed it some lettuce.
No, don't.
Don't. I know. I want to. But you can't.
All right, I'm gonna take in the next break.
All right, well,
I'll take some photos of the manatee cake, and I'll put them up on Certified MJ Radio. We'll also link them on MJMorningshow.com. So give me some time because we're in the middle of our long segment. But this cake is
MJ, this is incredible,
folks.
I mean, even to the stitching on the headphones, to the texture of the manatee skin, to the whiskers in the front, it's really amazing.
When did you order this thing?
I called last week. I called last week.
He called yesterday at 6:15 p.m.
I don't know.
The detail is impeccable, folks. If you have a special event and you want to make an impression, if you don't hire the cake girl, you're out of your mind. Because these cakes, I mean, anything you can imagine, you can make into a cake. Folks, I'm telling you that I think I'm being very descriptive on the air, but my description, and I'm a word painter, but it cannot do justice to what this manatee cake looks like.
Thank you. We can make anything happen.
Yeah. And happy birthday to Fester. Should we all sing happy birthday to Fester?
I don't know if the singing is necessary.
Happy motherfucking birthday, you son of a bitch. Even though you're a piece of shit, I'm always gonna.
Hold on, play that again. What is that?
Never heard that.
What is that? Play that again.
That is brutal.
Hold on a minute. Andrew just ambushed us.
Play that again.
That was an Andrew special?
Andrew.
Play that.
Andrew just said, "Hey, I got a birthday song for you on page 13."
All right.
Happy motherfucking birthday, you son of a bitch. Even though you're a piece of shit, I'm always gonna love you. Yeah. Happy motherfucking birthday, you son of a bitch.
What is this?
I love it.
Where'd you find this, Andrew?
Oh, my God.
Good one.
That's awesome.
Anyway, the cake girl, Kirby, thanks for coming in. This exceeds, I know the work you do, but this is so exceeding expectations of how gorgeous this looks.
Thanks.
Have you done any other large sea-based mammals before?
No, not like that. Well, actually, not a cake. It was a decoration, like for SeaWorld. We did do that, like,
killer whale.
The killer whale.
Yeah, I was thinking,
and all that kind of stuff.
I was thinking maybe we'd do a humpback whale, but I said the manatee.
This is the first one.
The manatee's very local.
He's played a manatee in a video.
If you're gonna do a whale,
Oh, wow,
this
is
a sperm whale.
Anyway, Fester,
I mean, it's gonna be factual.
Fester, you're 50 years old, Mike.
50, the big 50.
My God, you're
I know.
50.
How about that?
I honestly, MJ, most of my life I thought I'd be dead by now.
I didn't think you'd make it to 50.
I mean, listen, it's all bonus from here.
I did not think you'd make it to 50. What do we do? Do we cut into this thing later on? Do we offer it up to the staff here at the Beasley Media Group?
I'm not giving it to
No,
these
he's not
deadbeats.
giving it to us.
No way.
Screw them.
Listen, I mean, the five of us sit here. These guys sticking
You can
around.
have a tail.
I'd love to share it with you guys. I'm taking it home to the kids. I'd love to see
do you bring the whole thing home to the family?
Well, I'm just going to bring like the head.
When
listen.
When the cake girl did my cake of me in the studio,
you refused to have it cut in the studio.
Well,
let's get it straight.
The whole studio diorama that was up on top of the cake. Pat, don't touch. Watch it. Careful.
You got to put it back on Facebook.
Hang on. Hold on, man. Pat, I don't know what you're saying. Just grab Froggy's mic. What are you saying?
Hold on.
200 people have jumped on to see this in the last minute
In
since
our
you
video
showed it
feed,
last.
on our TV Live. All right, hold on.
All right, so hold on. Let me.
my mic,
Kirby, come on back around. Bring the cake back around real quick.
I got it right here.
All right, hold on. All right, so Andrew, do you have the cake? You have the cake. All right, this is the manatee cake. We're holding it up again on MJ TV Live right now because Patrick said hundreds of more people have jumped on MJ TV to look at the cake.
Look at this thing.
It's truly remarkable.
It's amazing.
I mean, Cake Girl, what kind of tricks do you have up your sleeve? I know you're an artiste, but how does this magic happen?
So we first, obviously, you have to carve the whole thing, let it cool, obviously hold its shape and all of that, and then once you put that fondant, it just takes life after that. Really.
I mean, look
Look at
Look
the
at the
body.
tail.
Just patience,
The body.
love, all that kind of stuff. You
Happy
know,
birthday.
that goes into that.
Amazing. Thank you, Cake
Oh
Girl.
my gosh.
Of course.
All right, I'm
Wow.
gonna put it over there where it has plenty of
Amazing.
table.
Truly is.
Oh my God! Listen,
remarkable.
that is honestly, it's
a work of art.
The absolute perfect birthday cake. Thank you.
He's so cute.
MJ, thank you very much. Cake Girl, thank you very much. Kirby, you too, pal. You too, buddy. All right.
Wow. Truly amazing.
Thank you so much.
All right, speaking of animals.
Hold on. What flavor is it? We said it wasn't red velvet, but what flavor?
I had suggested
vanilla.
Yeah, I suggested vanilla inside.
Yes, like my personality.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it is a vanilla inside.
Perfect.
That's fantastic. All right. Speaking of animals, this is weird. It's got a Florida component to it as well. Can you imagine somebody ships you a box? You open up the box and there's a live rattlesnake inside?
Oh, that person hates you.
That is the first conclusion that I would jump to. By the way, it is 8:17 here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. You are listening to the MJ Morning Show on 104.7 FM, Q105 Radio Tampa Bay. That's the first thing that I assumed. This guy picks up a package from the post office addressed to him, and inside a live rattlesnake. A Western rattler or a Northern Pacific rattler. Guess these are pretty common in Southern California as well. This guy lives out in the Mojave Desert, but there's a Florida component to this. The story gets even weirder. So the guy lives out in the Mojave Desert, and his name is Elijah Bowles, and he believes that somebody was trying to kill him. He thinks that this was attempted murder.
Yeah, because that snake is pissed. When you open the box, he's going to jump out.
So last week, he goes to pick up a package at the U.S. Postal Service office in 29 Palms, California, which I've been out there. I obviously have heard of it. And there's a live rattler inside the box. Somebody had also put a whole bunch of cotton balls inside the box to try to muffle the rattle of the snake.
Oh, my gosh.
The dude is a 60-year-old truck driver. He says that this was clearly attempted murder. He picked up the package last Thursday, and he's in his vehicle driving. His friend is in the passenger seat, and he asks his friend to open up the package. As they're driving away from the post office in the Mojave Desert, this is near Joshua Tree National Forest, or National Park, I should say. And he opens up the box, the friend in the passenger seat, and she threw it at him almost, and she screams, "There's a snake in here." He pulls over, puts the box out on the street by the curb, used a stick to then open it up again, and saw what he said to be about a 2-foot rattlesnake. He calls 911, animal control, and a San Bernardino County deputy comes out. They take a report. Also, the U.S. Postal Inspection Service, they're involved in this. But then there's a Florida component.
It came from Florida?
The package was marked fragile in black marker. The return address was a home in Palm Coast, Florida. So Palm Coast on the other side of the state. Tracking information, though, reveals that it was mailed from Hayward, California. So it wasn't mailed.
Because as soon as you mail it, they stamp it so they know where the point of origin is.
But wait a sec.
There's more?
Yes, there's more. It turns out that another package was mailed to this guy's Florida address. What the heck? I mean, this is bizarre. I don't. This is the craziest damn story that I've seen in a long time.
All right, so I don't know a lot about rattlesnakes, but a 2-foot rattlesnake doesn't sound like an old snake. Sounds like maybe like a baby snake or a teenage snake. 2 feet. Oh, rattlesnakes get like really long.
Yeah, and which snake? Sometimes the babies are more poisonous, more venomous, right?
So, I think I've heard that on some snakes. I'm
maybe.
sorry.
Maybe it's moccasins.
Yeah,
maybe it's water moccasins.
I'm not a snake expert, but then on Monday, here's the rest of the story, and here's a more of the Florida component. because the return address was Palm Coast, Florida. And then earlier this week on Monday, Bowles, the guy that got the snake package, he heard that a virtually identical package was recently mailed to his home in Florida as well. And he directed family members there to take that to the police station immediately. Who the hell is... Someone's trying to make sure they get him, whether he's out at his California spot or whether he's here in Florida. They mailed 2 rattlesnake packages.
Snakes can't handle the gig.
What is going on? That is the most bizarre freaking thing I've ever heard in my life.
I have to say, though.
It's like Kill Bill.
That's some old school stuff right there.
All right, whatever I just spouted out was
now hold on a
erroneous
minute.
about this.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
The Kill Bill snake, that was a black mamba.
Black mamba.
Yeah.
Still in a suitcase filled with money.
Right.
Bit him right in the face.
Adult snakes produce 20 to 50 times the amount of venom that baby snakes do.
Say it one more time.
The adult snakes produce 20 to 50 times the amount of venom than baby snakes produce. So,
but I thought,
right?
I thought I've heard somewhere that there are some snakes that are more venomous when they're juvenile. Maybe you're just talking me into your shenanigans. I don't know.
I think so.
Yeah.
All right. Most rattlesnakes grow to be, 3 to 6 feet long. So,
rattlesnake.
Please stop.
What was that?
Okay.
What was that, Frog?
I said, please stop that.
Okay, all right.
Baby rattlesnakes have a neurotoxin. Adults have cytotoxins.
this isn't Jack Hanna. Okay.
No, I want to get to the bottom of this.
Okay, well, that sounds like a big midday investigation.
It will be.
Okay.
Just wait.
I texted Ric Flair yesterday, and he did not respond.
Well,
he did respond after we had pop-up Ric Flair on the show after the whole Gainesville pizza and bar incident where he appeared to be a little tipsy and got into the altercation, the bathroom issue, and then we had Ric Flair on the show because I asked people, do you have Ric Flair's cell number? And somebody texted us Ric Flair's cell number. Fester then calls Ric Flair off the air, and Ric Flair comes on the show and explains the whole thing. We received international press on this. We were all over world media, New York Post, we were TMZ, we were picked up all over the place that, hey, MJ Morning Show, Tampa Bay, had Ric Flair apologizing for what happened. So I do have Ric Flair's cell number, and I texted, after the incident when we had Ric Flair on, I said, I thought you were great on the air. I thought you appeared to be very human. You were contrite. I think you looked very good, kind of cleaning up the mess. And he sent me back, thank you.
Yeah.
So I texted Ric Flair yesterday, hey, Rick, I've got a listener that wants to know something. Can we have you back on? I haven't gotten a response. So
is that all you said?
Well, hold on.
Yeah,
because that's a really vague thing.
No. I described exactly what it is, but I want to read the email so you can hear what it is. So I'm thinking we've had luck just cold calling Ric Flair. Maybe we'll just do that again. So I get this email from Sue Crum, and the subject line is Ric Flair's sport coat.
Sport coat?
Listen, MJ, I watched your interview with Nature Boy Ric Flair, and of course it was on MJ TV. Any idea where Ric Flair purchases his floral sport coats that he wears around town?
Oh, God.
We're planning a trip to Tampa for the first time and would like to shop where Ric Flair shops. None better than your 16-time world champion. Woo! It says woo right there, see? This is from Bob Crum. Oh, I guess he sent it from wife Sue's account. But this is from Bob Crum in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Right, hold on.
Okay,
we've got listeners in Lincoln, Nebraska that are obviously watching us on MJ TV.
Okay, I love that you're trying to hook Bob up with the same clothes designer as Ric Flair, but just because we have his number doesn't mean we should bother him with every.
God, you're going to ask him about his coat?
Oh, hold on, I'm going to call him right now.
The text.
God.
If the text is we want to ask you something, then the entire world of possibilities of what your question is in play.
Why are you bothering
Yeah,
Ric
and
Flair?
I don't want to be. I don't want to be pigeonholed.
Tell me you want to talk to him about his new restaurant, Woo Wings. That'll get him on.
All right, Fester, hurry, pick up Hot One.
Tell him we're going to talk about Woo Wings.
Tell Rick it's the MJ Morning Show again.
We need a reason, dude.
And
MJ,
it's
fix your camera.
it's the what?
Fix your camera.
What happened?
I knocked it over.
Oh, dude, what are you?
No, it's a mess back here.
This studio is just a crap hole.
This is Fester from the MJ Morning Show.
Rick,
can we talk to you for 1 second?
About a sport coat.
We had a listener.
Somebody has a compliment
contact us about your sport coats.
Oh my God, what are y'all
They
doing?
They got to know where he gets them. Will he talk to us? Just 1 minute.
All right, I appreciate it, Rick. Can we send you a text later to do something down the road?
All we need is 1 minute.
All right, buddy. Thank you.
Why didn't y'all listen to me?
Yeah, and me.
You talk about his restaurant.
He first thing was no. First word out of his mouth was no.
No.
No. And I was like, he's in the middle of something.
Oh.
I can't even disclose to you what it is. But it's in the bathroom. No. He said he's in the middle of a Zoom call. He can't talk right now.
Blew that.
But then I followed it up with, can MJ text you later to set something up? And he said, sure.
Okay.
There you go.
Blow the
Okay.
relationship.
Okay.
All right. I'm not blowing the relationship.
I mean,
listen.
if you piss away the Ric Flair friendship over some stooge from Lincoln, Nebraska.
Bob Crumb from Lincoln, Nebraska wants to know where Ric Flair gets his floral sport coats.
If some idiot from the armpit of the Midwest ruins our Ric Flair friendship,
Hal Herman shops at the same place. He'll send you a link.
Yeah,
There you
it's
go.
called Amazon. Type in floral coats on
There's
Amazon.
a million of them.
Ugh.
God, MJ, you're ruining it.
And Nebraskans. I hate Nebraskans.
How often am I going to need Ric Flair on
Well,
the show?
apparently
4 times a week.
Yeah, too soon.
This is practically the new co-host.
Yeah.
All right. Do you know what a Hagmaxer is?
No.
What is the new vocabulary?
It sounds like a term for like a bitchy old lady.
My kid called me a Sigma the other day. What's that?
What's
Sigma?
I don't know.
Sigma Chi? Is it a sorority?
No,
or
Sigma
fraternity
means
thing?
like really awesome.
Really?
I think so. Yeah,
Oh, sweet.
I think so.
I thought it was like.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
A Sigma?
Middle school slang, alpha male.
Oh,
It means alpha male.
Yeah, alpha male.
Oh,
Okay,
wow.
yeah.
I'm Sigma.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
You're the Sigma of your family. Well, actually, Kim is.
So
Yeah, right.
a Hagmaxer, this is all part of the Generation Z vocabulary. Hagmaxxer. All right, I'm going to cold call Ric Flair again. No, I'm kidding. I'm joking. I'm gonna cold call my daughter Chloe, who is smack in the middle of Gen Z. Chloe's 22. She'll be 23 in August. And I want to know if she knows what I have the definition. But this is really interesting, and it's a dating dynamic, and it's a Hagmaxer, Hagmaxxer. All right, let me call Chloe.
A dating term.
Yeah, hold on. I'm going to tell the whole story. I'm just curious to see if Chloe knows what a Hagmaxer is. Or Julian. Where's Chloe?
This is Chloe.
Oh, it sounded like Michelle for a minute.
Yeah.
Turning into your mother.
My
Chloe
God,
and Michelle have the same bitchy tone.
The same hello.
When you get on the line.
Hold on, you say the same bitchy tone?
When you get on the line with them, they're hello.
All
That's
right.
not how they answer to their friends. That's the daddy or MJ is calling tone. Hello.
Right.
That's not their answer.
All right, Chloe, wait till you see the Manatee birthday cake the cake girl made for Fester.
I was one of the viewers that hopped on YouTube to see it.
So you saw it.
It's awesome, Chloe.
Yeah.
It
It's
looks
amazing.
just like me.
How awesome is that cake?
I mean, what photo did you send in of Fester?
The one that we saved him on the beach, remember? A couple years ago?
Hey, Chloe, do you know what a Hagmaxer is?
Hagmaxer?
Yeah, you've always known any like new Generation Z slang. You know all the words. Have you ever heard of Hagmaxer? Hagmaxxer, or am I baffling you?
I know, I'm really, limitedly familiar with the maxing thing. Mom, get out. Maxing thing.
Why are you yelling for Mom to get out?
Because she's in here. And so I don't know what the Hagmaxing is, though.
All right, well, I think we've stumped Chloe. All right, so what is a Hagmaxer? I saw this story last night about Generation Z vocabulary, and it went over words like cringe to Riz, like that means Riz is charisma. If you got Riz, R-I-Z-Z. Sus, if something is like suspect, oh, that's sus. What is mid? What does mid mean?
Mid means average.
Average,
meh.
yeah.
Okay, well, that makes sense. So what is Hagmaxer? Well, the latest is this. It's a new Gen Z word, Hagmaxxer. What is it? What is Hagmaxing? Well, we're talking about people who date out of their typical age range, but in a less ick way is the way it's put.
Well, the word hag is an ick word.
So as
it's not a compliment.
Yeah.
As the word sounds or as the image reads, Generation Z men are getting away from casual sex with their women, with Generation Z women, to pursue a more meaningful long-term relationship with a financially stable and more experienced millennial lady. So Generation Z guys, Generation Z was born 1997 to 2012. They're looking toward the older millennial women, more in their early 30s and beyond for the millennial generation. So a Gen Z guy looking for the older, more stable, financially successful woman, that's what's called a Hagmaxer. Man, the stuff you learn here on the MJ Morning Show. And plus the fact we got $1,000 to give away with the $40,000 MJ Morning Show money heist, courtesy of the Kemp Law Group this week in just a matter of minutes.
So the Hagmaster is the guy.
Yeah.
Hagmaxer. No, I said master.
Yeah.
Hagmaxer.
Hagmaxer.
Seems like it could be the girl too, like maximizing her resources to her dating. I don't know.
It's the guy. He's maxing out the hag.
There's also something called like looks maxing. Like the maxing thing is what's popular right now. So like I think looks maxing is like when you're doing something better. I don't even really know. It's all so stupid.
So you're saying your generation is stupid?
It's just I don't know what all these new words mean.
But do you think there's some stupidity in Generation Z, your generation?
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
All right, just checking.
Well, looks maxing, I just found it, Chloe, online. It's defined as any attempt to improve or maximize your appearance. So it's just a really fancy, cool way of saying trying to make yourself look good.
Hold on, Chloe, how old is Chet?
My age?
Yeah, Chet is exactly Chloe's age.
20.
So if Chet
22?
If Chet is 22,
right.
Chloe's boyfriend.
So
if Chloe suddenly had Chet say, "Chloe, this is not working out,"
Chloe, I love you, babe,
I've got my eyes on a financially stable 37-year-old, then Chet would be a hag. To use it in a sentence, Chet would be a Hagmaxer.
Sorry, Chet.
Yes.
Hit the bricks.
Yeah.
Chloe, talk to Chet and tell him don't be a Hagmaxer.
I will.
All right. Tell him his old friend Fester gave him a little advice.
All right.
I'll break his knee.
I just figured out, Chloe, I just totally figured out looks maxing. What it used to be called in our generation is metrosexual.
All right.
Because it's for men, so it's looks maxing is the new metrosexual.
Let me move on. Thank
We
Chloe.
gotta get our vernacular right around here.
Chloe, go do your studying, okay?
All right, bye.
Bye. All right, now we have $1,000 to give away at any moment. Keep listening. $40,000 in 2 weeks. No one's ever done this. This is history in the making. The MJ Morning Show, we gave away $20,000 last week, courtesy of Lucan's Wine and Spirits. We are giving away $20,000 this week. We're in the middle of that right now, brought to you by the Kemp Law Group, and it'll happen momentarily. Very interesting question. What if you tell the Walmart receipt checker to shove it?
Why would you do that?
I'm not showing you my receipt. Or also, where else do they check receipts?
Costco.
Yes. Sam's Club.
Costco,
BJ's.
the warehouse clubs.
Yeah. So I saw a very interesting item. Is it illegal for you to just walk out of the Walmart and not show your receipt? Remember Walmart used to have the greeters? You used to walk in and they'd be, "Hey, how you doing?" Well, the greeters, they've been shifted to more loss prevention activities, right? And the old greeters are now receipt checkers.
And they've gotten like 55 years younger.
No,
That's pretty young.
I still see some
We have 10-year-olds over there.
They have like 90. Remember the old greeters? Hello, welcome to Walmart. Sir, do you know where this is? I only know where the Depends are. Welcome to Walmart. Hello there, young man.
You can stop, sir.
Yeah, you can stop.
Hi, would you like a Werther's Original?
I've reached into my pocket and
Reached
grabbed a
into my
Werther's
pocket.
Original out of my front pocket.
Watch out for falling pants.
All right. All right, Fester, stop.
God.
Just stop.
All right.
Stop. All right. So, are you legally required? The answer is no. You're not legally required at Walmart.
Now, Sam's and Costco is a different story.
Yeah, because you agree to the terms when you become a member. So that's a whole different ball game.
It's a very exclusive club I belong to.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
But if you look at Florida Statute Section 812.015, Section 3A,
Very official.
Shoppers may not have to stop at exits to have their receipts checked. According to the law, a law enforcement officer, a merchant, a farmer, or transit agency's employee or agent has the probable cause to believe that a retail theft, farm theft, or transit fare evasion, or trespass or unlawful use of attempted use. Anyway, it goes into the whole legal mumbo jumbo here. But when you go through the whole statute, a store, they can detain you if they think you've stolen or if you have pilfered, shoplifted, that they can detain you if they believe that you've committed a crime. However, according to Florida law, you cannot be legally forced to show your receipt in order to get out of the store. They have to believe that you got all kinds of, like you got a 55-inch Vizio TV shoved down your crotch.
If you walk through the store, go through the checkout lane, walk out, they can't legally, they try to, but you have a right to say no.
Right. Most people will stop and comply. You know, the weird thing, I mean, maybe I just don't look, maybe I don't look like a shoplifting, pilferer, but I never get stopped. Whenever I go to Walmart, they always wave me through.
I'm telling you, here's the rule.
Do I not look like a shoplifting pilferer?
No,
they never stop me.
You look very sketchy.
Yeah.
The deal
that would be sketch or sus. In Gen Z talk.
You're a Hagmaxer.
Yeah.
And the rule is if you have something in your cart that's not in a bag, buy something and don't put it in a bag. And they'll ask to see your receipt. Buy a small appliance and just put it in your cart next to 2 other bags.
So you want me to go to Walmart, and since I've never been stopped at Walmart and asked for a receipt, so next time I go do a little experiment, I don't even bag the item. I paid for it.
Right.
But I don't bag it, or if I go to the actual man checkout and they put it in a bag, take it out of the bag and just have the item in the cart and just try to walk out and see if they stop me then.
Because if you walk out with 2 bags in a cart, or if you have 2 bags in your hands walking out, they're not going to stop you because you're not carrying anything out that's not bagged that's at least been through the checkout lane. But if you have like 2 boxes of like a coffee maker and an air fryer in your cart and then a bag of knickknacks, they'll stop you.
But if you look at the Costco terms of service, when you become a member, you agree to their rules and regulations. It's like a club, and if you don't follow the club rules, then they can excommunicate you.
MJ.
Excommunicated from Costco. So the Costco rules say that essentially you have to show a receipt to exit Costco, and that's different than just walking into a place where you don't have a contract, like just walking into Walmart, for instance. But Costco says that they're double checking the receipt to make sure all the items purchased have been correctly processed by the cashiers. And they're claiming it goes both ways, that they're also there to find out if there's an error that hurts the customer, which I got to believe that. Yeah.
Sir, they rang your orange juice up twice. Hold on. Let's go back and give you back $6.
Yeah, I don't.
That just sounds like some PR smoothing over, gobbledygook.
That's what they're looking to do is reduce their bottom line.
MJ, Ellison and I were talking and was wondering if you and Michelle would like to have dinner with us at the club.
at the food court at Costco. I'm sorry, Sam's Club.
Oh, you have a hot dog for $1.50.
Yeah. Oh, so Sam's has the same hot dog deal as Costco.
I think it's a couple cents less.
Really?
I thought they did away with that.
No, they got good dogs.
Yeah.
Costco, I said.
No, they're all.
Costco has hot dogs.
No.
Oh God, I hate you.
No, they're all keeping those.
Yeah.
Those are the loss leader items that they say they're going to keep for a while.
I used to meet Froggy's father at Costco for hot dogs.
They're delicious dogs.
Yeah, me and Big Phil would talk about it.
841 at the MJ Morning Show. What do you say we give away the $1,000 right now at 841?
Yes!
Nah, let's wait.
Let's do it. Caller number 105. I'm going all the way here. Caller number 105. So many minutes for you to attempt to call in. If you call in, get a busy signal. When I go with caller 105 for Q105, that just gives an extended period of time that you can try to call in to try to win the $1,000. So caller 105, caller 105 right now, 800-990-1047, 800-990-1047. If you're the 105th caller and you know who won the $1,000 last hour, then you'll win the $1,000 this hour. And make sure you listen because you need this winner in minutes in order to play next hour for another $1,000 in the 9 o'clock hour. All brought to you this week by the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. Any issue on the road, if you know somebody, slip and fall, maybe exiting Walmart where you're asked to show your receipt and you slip on a banana peel. Well, you call Kemp Law. They'll be happy to take that case. I think they like cases against Walmart. Anyway, so caller 105 right now. We'll grab that momentarily. We have a couple of airline-related stories, and the first one is, and this is my airline of choice. And I don't think this is a reflection necessarily on the airline, but what is my airline of choice?
Delta.
It is. So I fly Delta probably the most. I have the most mileage. I've got the highest level of what do you call it?
Premier status and
loyalty level. Yeah, I've got the highest loyalty level on Delta. But then I saw the story that a college golf team heading to NCAA championships look out the window and see the baggage claim people throwing their golf clubs.
I always watch them.
Yeah.
I like to see what they do with my bag.
Well, I got to believe that all of the airlines, whether these are airline baggage employees or contract employees, come on, they must have meetings about, hey, remember, guys and ladies, every passenger has a camera phone these days. They can shoot video right out of the airplane window, or they can shoot video right out of the gate terminal area with the big windows that look right at you. Do not chuck the bags with disregard. So the golf team for East Tennessee State University, the men's golf team, recorded video of Delta employees launching their golf clubs through the air onto the ramp.
Like the whole bag, right?
Like logs, just throwing their stuff as they're getting ready to fly to national championship play.
So
they'll be fine.
I don't golf or travel that much. When you bring golf clubs somewhere, do they have like a protective case?
Yeah, I mean, when I'm at the airport, I see those big golf cases.
I don't know.
Yeah, they do, guys. Yes, they do.
Yeah,
they don't just have a bag
that's
with
all Doug
clubs.
does.
I don't know.
Well, listen, we've got some ski cases. We've got like hard plastic ski valet cases where you put your skis in, and they're pretty hard shell. And yes, for golf equipment, there are also the hard shell cases where you put the
Listen, I've seen quite a few. I've seen quite a few golf bags get packed and travel.
Right. But this golf team from East Tennessee State University, they have video of the Delta employees just launching their golf clubs through the air. They're just hurling them. They're hitting the ground. They're hitting the hard concrete surface. They call it the tarmac, but it's pilots, and they hate calling it the tarmac. It's the ramp area. Hopefully the clubs remained intact. The team is headed out to Carlsbad, California, for the NCAA championships. They won the Southern Conference. Can you imagine they get over to the championships and their golf clubs are all like broken, bent?
I'm sure they're going to be fine. The hard cases protect them.
Yeah, I would sue the hard case company. Can't take a little toss by a couple of guys.
You don't. No, you don't toss the luggage. It doesn't matter what kind of shell it's in.
Let them toss, I say. What's going to happen?
You treat the luggage with respect. So they put up all kinds of social media videos. Unacceptable. Delta, why are you being silent on this? So.
Yes, why are you being silent, Delta?
Yeah, so the.
I'm a plane. I can't.
But if you look at the images, I mean, they're mid-air. I can hold this up to MJTV. There are some pictures. Look at this hurl. This one here is in mid-air as the golf clubs are being chucked. Yeah, I'm holding this image up to MJTV right now.
Listen, MJ.
Yeah.
These guys have what can Delta do? Do these guys have a beef?
You don't chuck, dude. What do you mean? It sounds like you're trying to make it an excuse for the baggage handlers chucking this. You don't chuck.
What's the recourse for Delta? We gonna fire the baggage guys?
Well, the thing is what are you supposed to damage customers' luggage? That's valuable stuff.
Do you remember the guy who had his guitar broken on United?
And he wrote a song about it.
Yeah. I had Andrew pull that. You remember this? This guy's guitar was smashed.
Flew United Airlines on my way to Nebraska. The plane departed Halifax, connecting in Chicago's O'Hare.
This was great.
Yeah, it was.
While on the ground, a passenger said from the seat behind me, "My God, they're throwing guitars out there." The band and I exchanged a look, best described as terror, at the action on the tarmac, and knowing whose projectiles these would be.
It's the ramp, not the tarmac.
So before I left Chicago, I alerted 3 employees who showed complete indifference towards me.
All right, here it comes, folks. United!
United, United. You broke my Taylor guitar.
Remember the press this thing got?
Yeah.
United, you broke my Taylor guitar. It was all smashed. And then he writes a song. It goes viral. It was a PR nightmare for United. I remember that. All right, I'm told we're up to caller 104, that the next one I choose will be 105. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show.
Hi.
Good morning. Who is this?
Hi, this is Patrick.
Patrick, where are you calling from, Patrick?
I'm calling from Sarasota.
Patrick in Sarasota. Why are you calling the MJ Morning Show right now?
I'm hoping to get that $1,000.
Patrick, is that correct? Patrick, or do you have some kind of weirdo spelling?
Nope, that's right. You got 100%.
All right, Patrick, you are caller number 105. You're almost there. Patrick, can you tell us who won the $1,000 last hour so you can be the next $1,000 winner?
Okay, I believe that was Laura.
I believe you are correct. Boom!
Oh, my goodness. I can't believe it.
You got $1,000, Patrick. Congratulations.
Oh, thank you so much.
And thank you for listening to the MJ Morning Show. Will that $1,000 come in handy about now?
Oh, you know it. My wife's birthday's this weekend, so that's going to be a good birthday gift for her.
And Fester's birthday's today.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at that.
Happy birthday, Fester.
Patrick, congratulations, buddy. I'm going to put you on hold. Andrew's going to get all your information so you can get the $1,000, all right?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you for listening. All right, so we have one more to give away today. So another $1,000 next hour. You got to know who just won. Got to know his name. And then we'll tell you when to call in less than an hour, in the 9 o'clock hour, for you to win $1,000 cash with the MJ Morning Show right here on Q105. All right, 8:50. We've got a whole hour to go, so you don't want to move. And another $1,000 on the way. And I got a pile of great stuff coming up, including a local Airbnb crackdown, especially for the upcoming weekend. Some people made Airbnb reservations this weekend locally and nationally as well that have been canceled. Has your Airbnb reservation been canceled. We'll explain next. Also, speaking of dating, this is interesting. There is a story out about a 27-year-old woman who went on a date with a 35-year-old guy and thinks the text that she got the next day was bizarre. What was so bizarre about a text? First of all, they're trying to make like an age differentiation here. I don't look at 35 and 27 as that much of a variation. But is this a mountain out of a molehill? Hang on, I'll explain it all to you next. Like I said, hey, next segment is loaded here on the MJ Morning Show on Q105. Stand by. Weather-tight mic and weather-tight windows are at the ready. Crew 902. I'm almost done posting this.
All right, they're leaving, MJ.
Oh, you guys are. Anyway, hey, Kirby and the Cake Girl, thank you guys. Truly unbelievable. You guys have outdone yourself. Happy birthday to Fester. I'm literally posting the cake right now and share. Boom. All right, it's getting posted right now. If you're on my Instagram at Certified MJ Radio, that's Certified MJ Radio. I've just posted the Manatee birthday cake because if you were to say, what animal does Fester most closely resemble?
Yes.
It's a manatee or a whale. But
Or
I
a
figured
whale.
for local Florida reasons,
Yeah.
I picked the manatee.
It's perfect.
So, folks, go look at this. It's on right now. It just went live.
Oh, my God. Look at it. It's the first thing that popped up on my feed.
It's on my Instagram right now, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. Go look at this cake. It is tremendous.
That's amazing.
The clarity, the sharpness, the detail on this. The whole thing is edible. The whole thing you can eat. Everything. Even the whiskers.
Yeah.
It would be a shame to eat the little guy.
I mean, what do we cut this or do we shellac it and preserve it? I mean, what do you do? This is a work of art.
It really is.
It's a masterpiece.
I want to run it over with my boat.
Come on, this poor little cute manatees. All right, so I asked the cake girl last week. I'm like, hey, Fester's birthday is coming up next week. He's going to be 50. Can we do a manatee cake? And, boom, didn't have to ask twice.
Wow, I don't remember doing that for my birthday.
When was your birthday?
November. It's all right.
Well, this is a big one.
Hold on, wait a minute. Our relationship just started with the cake girl in January.
That's all right. I mean, there's other,
So maybe this coming November.
What, a big nose cake?
And Roxanne, your birthday was when?
Her birthday went unrecognized this year.
Yeah, I think you were mean to me on my birthday.
No, you didn't want to tell
As
everyone.
I recall, I was like, you're being mean to me.
You didn't want to tell everyone you turned 61.
Well, that's that part of it too. I turned 61 and I was like, let's just keep that to ourselves.
You look amazing.
There's an age.
I'm
where
a vampire, everybody.
You would think there's an age where women lie about their age the other way, so they look exceptionally good for that.
Right. Yeah, I know a lot of people who do that.
I can't get over the cake. I can't get over the cake. Heads up. Will your Memorial Day Airbnb weekend getaway get canceled? Airbnb has canceled about 500 or prevented 500 people from renting homes right here in the Tampa Bay area.
Why?
Listen to this. Nationally, they've got like an algorithm, and they're trying to figure out if people are going to rent a place and then turn it into a destructive party house for the weekend. And this is a big party weekend. Folks, Memorial Day, and Fester, how long have I given my Memorial Day spiel on this show?
Here's what you're going to say. Memorial Day is...
Oh, come on, hurry up.
Hold on, get it. Memorial Day is a day to remember...
God, you're moving like molasses. You're moving like you're lumbering like a manatee. Exactly.
First of all, I'm trying to record it or recall it.
All right, let me just say what it is. All right, folks, Memorial Day is to memorialize those that fought for this country, lost their lives for this country. Memorial Day...
He's trying to rush me here through.
Memorial Day is about recognizing and memorializing heroes that have lost their lives for the United States. That's what Memorial Day is really all about. Remember that. So Veterans Day is those who have served this country or are serving, the country. I mean, you can recognize both individuals on Veterans Day. But here's the deal. Airbnb is in the midst of a big crackdown. The claim is that in 2023, Airbnb prevented 9,300 people from renting a home, and about 500 were blocked here in the Tampa Bay area. So this was last year, and I would imagine the numbers are probably going to be pretty similar this year. And it's 2 weekends that are culprits. It's the 4th of July weekend and Memorial Day weekend.
Those are really the two big party weekends. And the 4th of July this year, I think, is on a Thursday.
Right.
So it's going to be a 4-day weekend.
Yeah, because even though technically, according to the summer solstice, summer has not begun until near the end of June. Was it June 20th? June 20? When's the summer solstice? June 20 or 21?
It's whenever it's the first day of summer. So let's see.
Yeah. So no, there's a summer solstice. That doesn't change. The solstice.
Okay, Mr. Astronomy, astrology expert.
Yeah.
Let's
so
see.
the summer solstice is well, exactly. It's either it's June 20 or 21. So it can vary by hours in some cases. So summer solstice, June 20th or 21st. That's the official launch of summer. But Memorial Day weekend for many is the unofficial launch of summer. Do we start rolling the
best music all summer long? Q105.
Do we start launching like those? Do we start playing that?
Yeah, we can.
I hope.
Yeah.
And just to
The greatest hits all summer long. Q105.
Yes, Rox?
summer solstice is June 20th, as is the first day of summer.
All right, so that's this year, but I guess it can be the 21st some years or whatever. So that's the story. It's 4th of July weekend and Memorial weekend. Just be cognizant that if you're trying to book an Airbnb around the country, that they have some type of an algorithm or they have some way to determine whether you're high risk for like a short rental is, I guess, like a 1 or a 2 day for those weekends. That's like a red flag.
I mean, but this weekend, who's renting it longer? I mean, you have tonight.
Well, maybe
night?
because it would be like a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and maybe check out on Monday.
Yeah, that's the whole weekend. We're going out of town this weekend. We're only there for 2 days.
But those stats are pretty remarkable that last year Airbnb prevented 9,300 rentals booking a home, and then 500. That's a high percentage of 9,300 nationally, that 500 homes were blocked from being rented because they suspected maybe they were going to be turned into destructive party houses.
You got to figure the age of the people renting it as well. I mean, if they're like 26.
And then the other story was that recently there was a huge party in South Tampa that was shut down. This is just, when was that? Because Tampa police, they shut down a huge party at a South Tampa Airbnb, and there were like 300 people. Can you imagine? You've got a nicely appointed, nicely decorated Airbnb. You expect maybe Bob and Lucy to come on down from Indianapolis and enjoy the Tampa Bay area, and it's turned into a party house with 300 people.
Oh, Bob.
Yeah, don't tell me that the couches and the carpets came on, came out unscathed with all kinds of stains on that. And it was so loud that TPD had to shut this thing down. This was just recently here in South Tampa.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Hey, Andrew, why are all the phones, are they still ringing from the $1,000? Really? Hold on a second. Let me just take phones here. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show. Welcome.
MJ, Bart.
Hey, Bart, how you doing? Can I help you?
Yeah, you have talking about the loss prevention. And
okay. Yep. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I'm from Texas.
Yep.
But here we have, the way you want to look at it is our contract with our customer at an open store it's a voluntary thing to show your receipt. But at a club, you've in a contract, and so that's part of the deal.
Yeah, I mean, we mentioned that. I don't know if you heard the whole segment. Okay. Yeah, that was part of what we mentioned. Hey, Bart, thank you for calling in, buddy.
I had to quiet my radio. Have a good one, guys.
Yeah, you betcha. Have a good one. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show.
Oh, hi. Trying to be the 105th caller.
That was a long time ago.
Oh, my gosh. I'm sorry.
No.
Hey, you're a voice twin with Allison. Doesn't she sound like Allison?
It's okay, though. But, I mean, we gave away the money 18 minutes ago. Yeah, it's been a while.
Oh, my gosh. I've been calling. It's been busy, and then it finally rang, and you answered.
Yeah. Well, thank God you've answered. Oh, thank God you've answered. Yes, I hate to inform you, but you're a loser. You're a big loser. What's your name?
Kim. Tim, and I'm cracking up because my MJ call log says like 70 phone calls because I keep calling.
Kim, you're a loser. I'm sorry.
Oh, thank you. Have a great day.
Hey, Kim, but guess what? We have another one this hour.
Okay, awesome.
All right,
I will
Kim,
try
good
that.
luck. But it doesn't sound like she was listening and heard the winner's name. I don't know. So, all right. Am I taking any more here? I mean, all the lines are ringing. Hi, good morning, MJ Morning Show.
MJ, this is Tim from Wesley Chapel. How you doing today?
Hey, Tim in Wesley Chapel. Welcome to the MJ Morning Show. Can we help you?
Long-time listener.
Thank you.
How do they prevent these bed and breakfasts from being squatter houses?
These Airbnb houses?
Yeah, that's a good question. You know,
I mean, if you can just walk into a house and take ownership, how the hell do they? Excuse my French. How do they stop that from happening?
yeah, so you rent an Airbnb and then you squat and you won't leave. You know, that's
You just don't leave your squat. Yeah, you just squat.
That's a good question. I wonder how many cases there have been where they rented an Airbnb and then they wouldn't freaking leave. I'm sure that's happened.
Be careful when you rent your house out for Super Bowl because I could cop a squat and I'm not leaving.
Yeah, I'm not doing that. Listen, I've told the story that we've been offered. I was offered.
You said like $40,000.
I was offered $40,000, and I was told that if I wanted to go a little higher, they would probably accept it. I was offered $40,000+ to rent my house for the entire Super Bowl week, and I said no. Michelle and I both agreed. I don't want people in our house. I don't want. Listen, I don't let Fester, Froggy, and Roxanne in my house. I'm not having some strangers from out of town in my house.
Yeah, you got some sort of
your house for $40,000.
Hey, thanks for calling in, buddy.
Yes, sir.
Have a great day. You guys are welcome in my house anytime.
You must have some sort of hoarder situation going on or something you don't want us to see.
I've crossed the perimeter into your house.
Yeah, you've been in the house.
Yeah.
I think she has.
Yeah, with security. So.
All right, we have another bizarre dating situation. A Generation Z woman who is 27 is weirded out by a text that she got from a 35-year-old millennial who happened to be her date the night before. So they go out on a date, then the guy texts the woman the next morning.
Mm-hmm.
Elizabeth is causing this to be discussed about, was this text really weird? And is this just an age generation gap issue? Oh, yeah, because there's a gulf. There is a gigantic crevasse. Because the guy was 35 and she's 27. Really? 8 years? She's, higher Gen Z. He's millennial. 8-year difference here. I mean, I don't look at that as a massive gap. So here's the deal. Her name is Elizabeth. 35-year-old guy that she went on the date with sent her this text and she said she was baffled. The text that the guy sent was, hey, had fun last night. Have a good day. What the hell is wrong with that? Is that, Roxanne, is that problematic?
No, not a bit. Not a bit.
I don't
Because
see
you know
anything-
what I even like about that is that he hasn't put it in your court to have to respond to him with how's your day?
No.
He didn't even give her a task to do.
No.
He just was like, hey, had a good time last night. Have a great day. That's perfect. And then if she didn't have a good time, she doesn't have to be awkward about it.
There's nothing warm about that text, and he used the two shortest sentences he possibly could have.
Oh, and when it comes to text warmth, you're the template, Fester.
Yeah, you're a template.
If I'm sending back a text to somebody, I'm looking to eventually pull into the circle.
Anyway, she posts the screenshot from her text thread, puts it online. It's got over 500,000 views now, and people are wondering, from what's the big deal or, oh, no, that's weird, and it must be the age difference. 35 and 27 is a massive age. No, it's not.
I mean, he didn't say, I really had a good time. There's a big difference between I had a good time and I really had a good time.
I'm on the oldies
Or,
side.
I hope you have a good day today. It's different than have a good day.
So she called him a millennial texter. Oh, he's texting like a millennial. Oh, because you're 8 years younger
Yeah.
and you're a Gen Z. It's kind of like the whole okay, boomer. You know, do each generations have like contempt for certain things from the other generations? Like, we're all Gen X. We're all Gen X. Roxanne's Gen X. Fester's Gen X. I'm Generation X.
I'm a little baby Gen X.
I'm a millennial.
No, Froggy's Gen X. We're all Gen X. But this is bizarre.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, if you get bent out of shape about someone saying, I had a great time, hope you have a good day, I don't even know. I can't help you.
All right, so she said that she didn't get an ick, but she was trying to figure out that she was unable to tell whether he wanted to see her again.
What's he supposed to say? Like, you have to have some mystery to it.
Let me tell you right now that if you text somebody and his verbiage was, hey, had fun last night, have a good day.
Did he put the hey in there?
Yes, I'm reading it verbatim.
Okay.
To me, if you didn't have fun, if you don't want to see the person again, I don't think you text them anything.
I mean, he's not Mr. Personality Plus. He's not like referencing something they talked about or referencing their night out. He's just sticking to the basics, but maybe he doesn't want to seem too overeager. So
maybe he's playing hard to get.
Yeah, so he's just like,
he's a player.
Hey, have a great day. Yeah, and then he'll, string it out a little bit. They shouldn't like be planning their next get together.
Let me revert back.
The day after.
And again, let me revert back that if you had a miserable time, if you didn't think there was a compatibility, I don't think you're even texting them anything the next day. You to me, the fact that he texted shows a continued interest that he probably, odds are that he would like another date.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think you're reading into this the proper way, and I don't think she is.
Man, just the weirdness of, where we are generationally. And, I'll say something to somebody or I'll text somebody or email. And whether it's a verbal cue, people take things the wrong way sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, my God, MJ.
Yeah.
I just found this generation chart.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Oh, let's see.
But it says when the people were born.
Yeah, we know that.
But also when they die.
All right.
Okay, so that's morbid.
I know. That's why I'm bringing it up. By 2030, bye-bye baby boomers.
Okay.
They're all going to be dead.
So the boomers within the next, 6 years?
And then like a large portion of the Generation Xers, 2035. And that's as far as the chart goes.
Yeah, it looks like, it's by the decade. So it looks like 2040. Gen X.
Maybe 2040.
Okay. Okay. You're spewing
not 20.
alarmist stuff there faster on your birthday.
Looking at the map. Listen, you're born in 1970. You're dead in 1950.
Well, read the chart correctly. So the Xers, the Generation Xers, they start checking out in the 2040s on average.
That's depressing.
Yeah, that's not that far away.
It is. I mean, I look at my age now, and I'm 58. I feel like I'm 28. Hey, did you saw the picture of me? I'm hauling around, 20-pound metal plates with me when I walk now.
You're doing it.
Yeah, look at that.
Yeah,
But,
exercise is good.
It's weird because, maybe 20 years ago, you're like, oh, my God, my life is going to go on forever. And then
it catches up with you.
Yeah, then you're like, you know what? Hey,
Enjoy it.
what do I have, 25 years left? Maybe if it's,
Yeah.
it's weird, strange. Hey, we have a bizarre American Airlines deal. Did you see this PR pile of poop that American Airlines stepped in yesterday?
Yes.
With the 9-year-old girl?
Uh-huh. Who came up with that plan?
I don't know. I mean, if this was their law firm...
Fire your legal team immediately.
Folks, you got to hear what happened with American Airlines and a 9-year-old, and then they had to walk things back. This is just bizarre. So we'll get to that in just a bit. Oh, and who has Alexa? You've got Alexa, right?
I love Alexa.
Yeah, I hate Alexa. I don't want Google. I don't want Alexa. I don't want any of these things listening in. Our cell phones, I have most of all of the privacy devices or the privacy settings on my phone. I'm kind of tweaked to the max to limit, but you still can't limit everything because you'll have things pop up in your feed or, oh, how did it know that? I have my phone fairly locked down with high privacy settings, but still, you're still going to have, some privacy leakage. There's no doubt about it. But I do not want Jeff Bezos and Alexa listening in at my house.
Nah, Jeff's welcome anytime.
I don't want the Google speaker in my house listening
you're so
in.
paranoid.
Hey, remember, my kids got me the Google home speaker, like the Google version of Alexa from Amazon, and I felt bad, but I didn't want it. And they gave it to me. I plugged it in for like 15 minutes, and then kids went to bed. That thing disappeared and never showed up again.
Why are you so paranoid?
Because I don't want a device listening to everything going on in my house. That's the bottom line. All right, hold on to that
Alexa
thought.
in the office.
Well, I don't go in that. I've never been in that office. I don't go in there.
I'm just telling you.
All right, so folks, there is an Alexa update. Yeah, get ready. You might not like this, Fester, because you're a cheapskate. All right, hold on a minute. Jeez. And happy birthday, by the way.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
All right, stand by. Oh, and the Manatee cake. Fester's Manatee cake. I posted the images on my Instagram. My God, folks, if you want to see one of the most amazing cakes you've ever seen in your life,
it really is incredible.
Go to my Instagram, Certified MJ Radio. That's Certified MJ Radio. And let us know what you think of the Cake Girl's masterpiece creation of the Fester Happy Birthday Manatee cake. Go to Certified MJ Radio. It's on my Instagram right now. Certified MJ Radio. And this manatee is a fully edible Happy Birthday Fester cake. It is truly remarkable, and the image is on Certified MJ Radio on Instagram right now. And if you want, give me a follow while you're over there as well. The Cake Girl. Letting this rejoiner go. Is that the word?
Dopamine.
Dopamine. I'm a dope with dopamine.
I guess endorphins applies as well.
All right. Welcome back, folks. Final chunk of the MJ Morning Show. It's 9:31 here on Q105. $1,000 on the way in minutes. $1,000. The $40,000 MJ Morning Show money heist continues. The 9 o'clock hour $1,000 is yet to be given away, and you could be the next winner. Did you see that Southern Living, which, by the way, Southern Living has a very, very special place in my heart.
Why?
I'll tell you in a second. But Southern Living, you know, the magazine and website Southern Living, they have said that a bar in St. Pete Beach is one of the best bars in Florida.
What's the name of it?
It's called Victor's Health Code Violation Bar. No, I'm kidding.
What a ring to it.
I'm kidding. No, one of the... Is that a funny name for a bar?
Yeah.
I don't...
I mean, if you named your bar Health Code Violation, how would they know if you ever had one or not?
All kidding aside, there's no health code violation here.
There's a place named Victor's?
No,
Really,
it's not.
I'd be really pissed if I were Victor right now.
It's not Victor's. No, according to Southern Living, they have recognized Jimmy B's Beach Bar at 6200 Gulf Boulevard in St. Pete.
Jimmy B?
Yes, St. Pete Beach.
That's cool.
I don't know. I don't know where Jimmy B's Beach Bar is, but hey, congratulations, Jimmy B. I'm looking at pictures that Festers has brought up. It looks very
beachy and bar.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
It looks like a bar and it looks very beachy.
Can I say congratulations to a local establishment?
Well, let me finish the story first.
Did
all right?
Southern Living recognize this local
They
establishment?
should.
They were listed as one of the recipients of the accolade of 12 best Florida beach bars. Best spot to take in the beach, a beautiful sunset.
Hold on.
Have a drink.
They did a story on the 12 best Florida beach bars, and the Tampa Bay area got only one of them?
No, Salt Shack.
Okay.
Salt Shack is on. No, the highest ranking, I guess, one of the best in Florida was Jimmy B's Beach Bar.
That's cool.
And then we have, they came in at number 2. So that's high. So number 2 on the,
I knew it.
on the list was Jimmy B's. So that was number 2. And then coming in at number 11 was Salt Shack on the big. I've never been to Salt Shack. I've had so many people tell me, hey, got to get to Salt Shack. I've got a list. Believe it or not, being in this area for a long time, and I've been here since 1994, there's a lot of I've never been to Ivaroni's. Can you believe I've never been to Ivaroni's?
That's crazy.
What
you need
the
to go.
hell? What's
go,
wrong?
Go tonight.
What is wrong with me?
Hey, you know
what is wrong with me? I've never been to Ivaroni's.
Hey, you know what I realized the other
Dude,
day?
Ivaroni's is so good.
I've never been to Zaxby's. Psh, God.
Psst. So number 11 is so I guess it's only 2.
I feel like you're not a Tampa person if you haven't been to Averoni's, MJ.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not a Tampa.
And a lovely family. Lovely family.
One of the most recognized names in the entire Tampa Bay area, MJ Morning Show. Yeah. And I'm not I'm not a Tampa because I haven't been to Ivaroni's.
Yeah.
Not as recognizable as Fest.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have a manatee cake.
No, I've seen the research.
Oh yeah, how'd that research go?
So anyway, and Southern Living magazine holds a very special place in my heart because that's where Michelle got the Southern buttermilk biscuit recipe. Yeah, the best buttermilk biscuit recipe comes from Southern Living. First, Fester, go to Google. Go to the Googles and type in Southern Living biscuit recipe. Yeah, and I think the Google search item that'll come up, it's something like our favorite Southern. Yeah, here we go. Our favorite buttermilk biscuit. All you got to do is type in Southern buttermilk biscuit.
Southern Living buttermilk biscuit.
And the headline is our favorite buttermilk biscuits. And that is the recipe that Michelle uses. And man, she has mastered these biscuits. They are remarkable. And she's doing the whole thing. I mean, you got to use white lily flour. So don't try to use like Pillsbury all-purpose flour. Don't even use King Arthur for this. If you want to make the best buttermilk biscuits, you got to get full-fat buttermilk. So you go get the Marburger. It's got the yellow and green label at Publix or at Walmart. So you got to have the Marburger, the full-fat buttermilk, and you got to have white lily winter wheat flour, and it's the self-rising with the green seal. And I'm telling you right now, Michelle's biscuits. So listen, I kind of elevated this story because it came from Southern Living, and I owe Southern Living a debt of gratitude for turning my wife on to these biscuits that she makes from their recipe. Yep. And she freezes the butter because when you put the frozen butter inside, it's when it bakes, it releases more steam and gives it even more airiness. It's just
everybody knows that.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, Michelle has turned into like some weirdo biscuit scientist. All right, American Airlines. What the hell were they thinking? Somebody clearly floated this idea at the law firm as a defense reason, but then to release this information. Somebody's going to get fired over this because then the whole story came out. It was just embarrassing for American Airlines. And then somebody obviously went, oh, shh. And they had to walk this thing back. Guess what? It's not always easy to put what back in the bottle?
The genie?
Well, also, what else?
Toothpaste?
Toothpaste back in the tube. Yeah, this is a rough one.
But you said bottle.
Whatever.
That seems like the least productive thing ever.
You know what? I like my toothpaste in glass bottles. Very easy to squeeze. All right. So American Airlines. Do you remember the story that a kid went into a bathroom on an American Airlines flight, and it turned out that some creepy, skeezy male flight attendant set up his camera phone or a camera phone in the bathroom? Do you remember that story?
Yes.
We did this last year, if I'm not mistaken. American Airlines, in their court filing, initially blamed a 9-year-old girl for being secretly filmed in an American Airlines bathroom, saying that the girl should have been able to determine, or she should have known that she was being videoed in the bathroom. What? What the hell? So American Airlines, when the filing came out with clearly a law firm written, affirmative defense that the girl was to blame? A 9-year-old goes into a bathroom and was supposed to know that she was being videoed by some creepatola flight attendant monster? Wow. So they had to do an about face, and the airline and the lawyers had to say, oh, no, this is a mistake in the filing. No. Yeah. You filed this in the lawsuit defense, and then it came out, and you realized, oh, my God, the optics are horrific. How did you not figure out that this might not be a great line of defense, whether it gets out or is remained locked up tight as a drum?
We're going to blame the 9-year-old in this case.
What genius at a law firm decided to think of that as a defense?
She has eyeballs. She could have seen it.
The airline facing lawsuits after the flight attendant allegedly recorded girls in airplane bathrooms. In a recent defense filing, it argued that the young girl should have known the toilet contained the recording device. What? So massive, instant media backlash. And they had to walk it back. Oh, it was a mistake. No, it wasn't a mistake. That was fully intended. They didn't expect for it to get out and really smack them with bad PR.
Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, today we are going to tell you about the 9-year-old and her eyes. She has them.
Insane.
You're the man of a million voices today.
She should have known.
You're really annoying the F out of me, to be quite honest.
But Froggy has 2 voices.
On your birthday. I hate to say that on your birthday.
You are annoying today.
I don't give a
All right, 9:41 at the MJ Morning Show. Let's give out the next $1,000. Let's do it right now. $1,000 cash right now. It's the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist. If you are caller number 45, caller 45 right now, 800-990-1047. If you're the 45th caller, you win $1,000 right now, courtesy of the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. $40K over 2 weeks. Every hour, every day for 2 weeks, your chance to win $1,000. These are all local listeners, all local winners. You hear every single person who's won live on the air. It's not a national contest. This is local MJ Morning Show only. So caller 45 right now, 800-990-1047. So let me know. And the sicko was Estes Carter Thompson III, 36 years old, of Charlotte, North Carolina, allegedly had recordings of 4 other girl passengers using airplane lavatories, including the 9-year-old girl from Texas
disgusting.
flying with her family to go to Disneyland. And that was going to be a defense, was the 9-year-old should have known she was being recorded. I mean, if I were American Airlines, I couldn't fire this law firm fast enough. If that's the genius, that was their brainstorming session on how they defend this?
Because it's associated with American Airlines.
Let me tell you what you do. You settle with this family, and you don't even let crap get filed. You know? Yeah, they file a lawsuit. You make this go away as quickly as possible. There's my legal advice to you. And I am not barred in the state of Florida. And that's the best legal advice that anyone's going to give American Airlines, is just settle with the family.
Write them
MJ and MJ.
MJ and MJ.
Order the people.
Anything else? Oh, I mentioned Amazon and Alexa and the Google speakers. I don't want this crap in my house.
What are they doing? What are they charging us?
My phone is spying on me enough, and I've got all the privacy protections on my phone, and it's already spying on me enough, okay? I don't need an Alexa speaker. I don't need Jeff Bezos at one of his lairs listening in. That's listening to MJ in South Tampa. Hey, honey, rub my bald head.
Whoa.
I didn't know where you were going with that.
What?
Thank God you went
head made it quite much better.
The head part was saved the whole sentence.
That's critical.
So Amazon is going to give Alexa an even greater artificial intelligence overhaul, and then apparently they're going to start charging for Alexa. So the question, Fester, you being the cheap ass that you are, and you guys love Alexa, the question is, if Amazon starts charging for Alexa, will you pay for Alexa? Because that's the rumor, that Amazon is upgrading the 10-year-old Alexa voice assistant with generative artificial intelligence, and now they're planning to kick in a monthly subscription fee.
Ooh, it really depends what the fee is, because I use Alexa a lot.
You would really pay for that crap?
Well, it depends. I mean, yeah. I mean, if it's like $2 a month, then yeah. If it's like $20 a month, then no.
MJ Morning Show, who is this?
Tammy Sloan.
What is it?
Tammy.
This is Tammy. Tammy, where are you calling from?
Tampa, Florida.
Oh, Tampa. What a lovely place. Tampa.
Beautiful area.
Yep. Tammy in Tampa. Why are you calling the MJ Morning Show?
I'm trying to win the $1,000.
That would be a good reason to listen and call into the MJ Morning Show. Tammy, you are caller number 45.
Oh, my God.
Tammy, can you tell me who won the $1,000 last hour?
Patrick.
That is correct.
Wow.
Oh, boy.
You got $1,000. You won.
Oh, my God. I don't believe it.
You are the latest recipient of $1,000. Thanks to the Kemp Law Group. Accident or fall, you call Kemp Law. So, Tammy, if you're driving to the store later today and some jackwagon is on their phone and they smash into it and they push your rear bumper right into your front seat, you call Kemp Law. You got it?
Got it.
All right, then you can maybe get some more money out of that deal. All right?
All right.
All right. All right, Tammy, hold the phone. Andrew's going to pick it up and get all your information.
Thank you.
All right, thank you for listening. Look at that. All right, so, folks, you got to know it's Tammy. For tomorrow morning at 6 a.m., you have to know that Tammy just won. And you can be the latest $1,000 winner tomorrow. And with that, I think we shall call it a day. Anything else? Speak now, forever hold your peace. Well, until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning.
Happy birthday, Festa.
Yeah, Fester, happy birthday. All right,
Happy birthday.
I'm sorry to say you're annoying the F out of me, but you really are. But happy birthday anyway.
It happens.
Yeah, I apologize, but I mean it.
Ditto.
Yes.
Ditto, my man.
Yeah.
Ditto.
All right, anything else, guys?
That's it.
All right, we're done. You got to go see the Manatee cake. You got to go see. I mean, you won't believe how many comments and how many likes there are already. I just posted this less than an hour ago.
So adorable.
And it's amazing. Go ahead. Go to my Instagram. Go to Certified MJ Radio. Go to Certified MJ Radio on Instagram and take a look at the slideshow, all these pictures I took of the unbelievably, amazingly realistic Fester Manatee cake. Certified MJ Radio on Instagram right now. And if you don't follow me, give me a follow. Folks, have a great day. We'll see you back here tomorrow on the MJ Morning Show on Q105 with another $4,000 to give away tomorrow morning. Thanks to the Kemp Law Group and the $40,000 MJ Morning Show Money Heist. And we'll see you tomorrow, and let's be careful out there.